wrestling community, wrestling fans, Kraken Wrestling. It is officially time for Friday Night Smackdown. Hope everyone has had a fantastic day. We are live for the final boss to return to SmackDown. We don't know what's going to happen when he shows up. So there could be a whole bunch of chaos, and this is exactly what we are looking for and hoping tonight. And we are live. Here we go. Boom. Yeah. What's up, Steve? What's up, Mark? And what's up, Robert?
Smoothie King Center, no one to expect the unexpected. And within the last 24 hours, they found out the massive news as to who's here.
The final boss.
Headlines have been buzzing. The final boss returns. The Rock is here. The biggest box office attraction in the world. His first appearance since early January. And it seems to be at the perfect time. The most electrifying man in all of entertainment. Set to make the WWE Universe go ablaze.
I don't know what he's doing.
Where they let the good times roll. Tiffy time.
Good old Tiffany Stratton.
The WWE Women's Champion comes to the arena with a chief rival to silence. Candice LeRae is going to test the champ with Nia Jax, always out for revenge. And the Women's Tag Team Champions have some business to settle. Tonight, Naomi gets to do just that. With Bianca Belair by her side, Naomi.
So they always dancing.
That is straight ahead.
Okay, so that match is still happening. Everybody was worried about that match not happening.
He's in a six-man tag team.
Change it. I'm gonna take you out of the six-man.
What?
Why would you take me out of the six-man? It's out of my hands, Cody.
Why?
Solo just shows up and he's allowed to do that, but we can't have a six-man that you advertise. And how's it out of your hands? Who do we need to talk to? Who do we need to call so that we can have the six-man? You're not hearing me. There's no one you can call. There's no one I can call. If you smell what I'm cooking.
Oh my God.
Cody, this is coming from the final boss. And the final boss wants to see you in the ring.
Oh, he's going to challenge him at Elimination Chamber. He's going to challenge him at Elimination Chamber. Call it now. The start of the show. Start of the show.
In an instant, and the final boss already creating shockwaves here on SmackDown.
We will see what the final boss's intentions
Just wait.
are.
Just watch.
The Rock is here
Watch.
in New Orleans. But for now,
Telling him.
we move straight ahead to action.
A Big Jim versus Drew starts us off.
Drew McIntyre's big move to Friday Night SmackDown already producing massive results, changing the course of things.
Carefully, what's up for him? Yeah, I don't know what the final boss has got going on, Fearfully. It's going to be interesting tonight.
Wait, a couple weeks ago, Drew took out both LA Knight, Jimmy Uso at the same time with one Claymore, a triple threat match that earned him a place
George?
in the Elimination Chamber wave.
Yeah, that's why Drew McIntyre has that big smirk on his face. He has his destiny in his own hands, an opportunity at the WWE Chamber WrestleMania if he can beat this star-studded field in the Elimination Chamber.
George, how was your Friday, my friend?
Tomorrow, standing in his way, Damian Priest, Seth freaking Rollins, Logan Paul, CM Punk, and of course, John Cena, streaming live 1 week from tomorrow on WWE on Peacock.
Burning. Your USA channel isn't working. Oh, here we go. Big Jim getting a walkout. Here we go.
Hey, Drew, everybody know you going to Elimination Chamber, right? But Big Jim got a question for the Big Easy. Will Drew go on to Elimination Chamber and win that? Will Drew go on to WrestleMania and win that? Hey, Drew, I think we got an answer for you. The answer is...
No. Ye.
Drew has stated time and again that
He's
he wants to take out anybody who's associated with Roman Reigns. Well, here comes Big Jim.
So who's going to take the place of the sixth man?
And his opponent, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 251 pounds, Jimmy
Uso.
Wait, obviously,
DJV, what's up, my friend?
Uso a critical match. Yeah, no, it's just flat out personal now after what we saw last week.
What's up, Long Beach?
It's an evergreen beef, as you touched on moments ago with Jimmy and Drew, due to Jimmy's bloodline affiliations, bloodline making Drew's life hell for a couple of years, and of course the trash talk between these two.
So it's a six-man tag. It was supposed to be Cody, Damian, and Braun Strowman versus Jacob Fatu, Solo, and Tama Tonga. But now the final boss pulled Cody from the match, which is our main event.
That's what happened backstage a week ago with the stinging insults that were sent Jimmy's way.
What's up, Jared?
Jimmy Uso and Drew McIntyre on a night when the final boss returns. Oh,
God.
Right back to it. Chop after chop.
Well, it must be getting under the skin of Jimmy Uso.
But Pinta's on Raw. He's not on SmackDown.
Taking these cheap shots about Jimmy's
up and over goes Jimmy.
Jay, and in truth,
let's step up.
is going to compare favorably to Jey Uso.
Get ready for the cross body.
Uso cross body.
One.
And hooks the leg into the cover.
Quick pin. Quick pin.
To kick out is Drew. Of course, what a run that Jay has been on for the better course of the past year, earning his first singles glory this past fall. And then what happened in Indianapolis, the moment, the highlight of his career, taking
caught
the
him.
Royal Rumble,
Belly suplex by Drew.
Match at WrestleMania.
The power of
yeah, Steve, you're right. It don't mean nothing. You're all right.
Of course, trash talk is one thing, cheap shots are another, but really it's a result.
Another belly-to-belly suplex.
It was McIntyre who defeated
Jimmy landed a little odd on his head.
LA Knight a couple of weeks ago to
so got Tiffany and Candice tonight.
For the elimination
so I seen a lot of people upset that some matches got canceled. The match is still there. Naomi and Liv, it's still on the card tonight. I see a lot of people
on the floor
were mad about it, but
as McIntyre
God.
I mean, the velocity by which he threw him into the barrier.
I'm glad it's still there.
Easy for a guy with 6'5", 270 pounds of rippling.
No, I think he's going to challenge him at Elimination Chamber.
With ease.
That's my guess.
38 times together in their careers, but never in this setting of one-on-one.
No.
28 times in tag team matches, of course. Battle Royals, Royal Rumbles, triple threats, but this the first one-on-one.
Jimmy
between
ends up
Drew
in
and
the
Jimmy.
You
WrestleMania.
see, like, the weight of the world has gone off the shoulders of McIntyre since his move here to the blue brand.
He will
I
be
think it was
challenging
the perfect
Shinsuke
reset at the
Nakamura.
perfect
Watch
time in
it.
his
Watch it
career,
happen.
Wade.
Undoubtedly. What does he have to do? Win the Elimination Chamber, go win
Oh,
it.
crossbody. There we go. Oh, dang. Gave him a
Landed for
headbutt instead of a
McIntyre,
shoulder.
and indeed, Jimmy Uso pulling out the heavy artillery in this one.
As he sends Drew down to the floor.
That's part of the issue with McIntyre. It's been all smiles, it's been all happiness. You have to put Jimmy away first.
Went for the
Tries to
boo.
deliver
Ooh.
that big kick, but gets slammed down to the apron himself.
Get back in the ring. Let's go. 1.
Oh, Alabama slam onto the announce table. Get ready for it.
Alabama slam not to the announce desk. Are you kidding me?
Oh, no, he's going to go steal steps.
Anyway,
Oh,
it's danger
sweet.
for Jimmy.
Oh,
Oh, the
Oh.
brutal impact.
good God.
The Scottish psychopath indeed.
He's hitting with that no yeet. All right, they're giving us picture-in-picture action, by God. So that means we'll be able to keep you up to date during the matches. Michael, what's up, my friend? Yes, Liv Morgan is example of it does not matter if you're on SmackDown or Monday Night Raw. You can go wherever you do, please. That is true. Dylan, we appreciate all the likes, my friend. But yeah, so they just showed the graphic for anyone that is watching along with us at home. They have changed the main event from a 6-man to a 2-on-2. So very I don't know what's happened now. But I feel as if truly we're going to have The Rock challenge Cody for the title at Elimination Chamber. George, unfortunately, we do not currently. Drew is still in complete control of the match. He has finally got Jimmy into the ring. He's in the corner. He's probably about to give him big chop. Or no, a strong right, but reversed by Jimmy. There's a chop from Uso. Another one. Another big chop. Good Lord. Up and over reversal. Never mind. Never mind. Long Beach, that is one hell of a fantasy booking, and I'm completely down for that. That would be fantastic. That gives us a different aspect on what could happen. Because a lot of people were thinking, oh, we're going to see Roman versus The Rock. We're going to see Roman versus Solo. A lot of people think we're going to see Solo versus Jacob Fatu. But give me Roman, Helikio, and then versus Fatu and Solo in a tag team match or Bloodline Rules match, whatever it may be. That works great. Drew McIntyre had Jimmy in a, well, I think it was an armbar. It might have been a headlock. And Jimmy tried reversing into a Samoan drop, which did not work. We go. Drew sets him up on the top rope, probably going for a back suplex. Tony, I enjoy these picture-in-picture, but I hate they're not being audio. Because I enjoy hearing the crowd react to stuff that's going on. And I feel like this is going to be a big, yeah, I can already tell the crowd is going nuts. I think they're chanting no yeet is what it looks like. Jimmy's fighting to try to get off that turnbuckle, but
Drew McIntyre in control of Jimmy Uso. Our
Gosh.
opening match here at the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans, Louisiana. Joe Tessitore, Wade Barrett with you. Most recently, these two met up in a triple threat match, and that is when Drew McIntyre was able to qualify for the Elimination Chamber, defeating Jimmy and LA Knight. And what an Elimination Chamber men's field it is. The farewell tour of John Cena continues. Of course, he declared his entry on the
Bounces
Royal
his head
Rumble
off the
post
damn
show for what will
turnbuckle. Here we
be
go.
A week away, Elimination Chamber in Toronto.
Oh, I got old Uso in the win. I truly like that Jay has now implemented that into his arsenal.
And buys himself a window to perhaps get back into this one.
Just like the whisper in the win, but he calls it the Uso in the win.
Performance from McIntyre thus far, the swaggering confidence of a man who knows the journey to the top of this industry. He's done it before. Can he do it again? Things turning around in a big way here. Now
Combination strikes from Jimmy. Take a Samoan drop. Damn, what a good Samoan drop.
Jimmy's got a
1,
chance.
2.
And that shoulder getting up.
I'm telling you, Roman's not going to be champion for a while. He doesn't need it.
Thought at points it was going to be a walk in the park. Things changed in a hurry with this Samoan drop pulled out by Jimmy Uso, who now has that look in his eye. And this is a championship caliber competitor looking to do it here in the singles ranks.
Oh, God.
Flying headbutt there from McIntyre.
Flying Glasgow kiss. Damn.
The explosiveness of Drew McIntyre. It's not just the power
Buster
on display.
Roll through. 2. It's called the jackknife pin, but it worked.
Shoulder up was Jimmy Uso.
Instinctive, quick
No
thinking
Jeep
of
is
McIntyre,
still alive.
the powers of recovery that someone like Jimmy Uso simply wasn't expecting as he lined up that super kick. McIntyre just too quick.
Jimmy Uso, the 8-time tag team champion, who's been looking to find singles success.
Isn't that the crowd? Let's go, Jimmy.
Underappreciated, but most importantly, uber talented McIntyre going for that future shock DDT.
Yeah, Steve, like I believe Roman has nothing left to prove if he's champion. Because if he does get this title, he's going to have to beat his old reign. And I don't think anyone really wants that to happen. I'm a Roman fan, always have been. But I don't want to see him be champion that long again.
Anyway, McIntyre going skyward.
Oh! Super kick. There we go.
He caught him.
Spear!
Opportunity for Jimmy. Hooks the leg. And the kick out at 2 and change.
When did both Usos start using it?
Deep into that playbook. We've seen Jimmy in those deep waters many times before as McIntyre went up high, bang on the kisser with the super kick, followed by shades of Roman Reigns himself connecting.
Like, both Jimmy and Jay use the spear, which isn't bad.
Now Jimmy heading up top.
What a massive win this will be for Jimmy Uso, going for that splash perhaps.
Getting out of the way was Drew.
Whoop. Neck breaker.
And he turns things around just when he needed to most.
Just knocking all of the wind and that momentum out of the sails of Jimmy Uso.
Man.
And now we've got ourselves some textbook McIntyre, and it rarely goes well from here for any of his opponents.
And kick up and the call
2,
for the claim.
1.
Here he comes with it.
Ooh, super kick.
Super kick again. And the Glasgow kiss. See some of the damage he took earlier.
This is your WrestleMania. This is as close as you get. You're the black sheep.
He's calling the black sheep of the damn family. That's crazy.
Smile has left McIntyre, now enraged. Another Glaswegian kiss.
Glaswegian kiss.
Oh, he's looking for that Alabama slam again. He got him into the steel steps earlier tonight.
Roll through Jimmy. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Stole it on a roll up.
Well, what a wake-up call for McIntyre that is.
Yep, he's going to attack him. Makes sense.
And this is how
Here we go.
reacts.
Well, one slip-up and things change in a hurry on a pathway to WrestleMania, and McIntyre cannot afford to be so lackadaisical and so cocky in the elimination chamber.
I don't think anyone's going to help him.
Sending a message to the rest of the field.
this means nothing to me. You mean nothing to me.
Come on, get to the back. Come on.
Oh, no way.
Good Lord.
This is a message. This is what is potentially.
Gonna give him a claymore into the damn, into the post.
He's whining.
Oh, he's gonna hit it. Oh no, they stopped him. Okay.
Thankfully, the officials come down to stop that action.
May well have averted a major catastrophe for Jimmy Uso, who is looking worse for wear as it is. To be clear, Jimmy Uso did pull off the victory with that victory roll out of nowhere, and that just set McIntyre off.
Victory roll after.
Yeah, Big Jim might have won, but it don't matter.
Again, Jimmy endured so much in the midst of that match, but able to rally back. Oh,
here we go.
He's coming after him, Wade.
McIntyre now completely undone.
Gonna hit him with a claymore.
And the claymore finally does its job.
Jimmy got the win, but
a week away from elimination.
Drew McIntyre hates losing to anyone part of the bloodline.
One of 6 men with John Cena and CM Punk, Logan Paul, Seth Rollins, Damian Priest, and his hopes to get to Mania. And the big news that we heard earlier tonight, the final boss is here. He wants to have a talk with Cody Rhodes. And with that, our main event now shapes up this way, and it's a good one. Damian Priest and Braun Strowman, tag team action against Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. And speaking of them, crazy circumstances last week at the end of our main event. There was clear tension with Solo Sikoa and his unexpected return when it came to Jacob Fatu. Of course, the Elimination Chamber qualifier that included Jacob Fatu. Cody Rhodes came out during that triple threat, and things didn't go the way Solo intended.
What's up, Esme? What's up, Sherry?
Bedlam at ringside. Let's take a look back. This was the Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Things were rolling. Solo Sikoa emerged, created carnage. And then the American Nightmare arrived to try and settle things, but he was neutralized by Tama Tonga until things went wrong between Solo, Tonga, and Fatu. Eventually,
oh, it was absolute chaos. It was chaos.
Connecting with a crossroads, and it was Priest who connected with a South of Heaven.
Priest honestly barely got that South of Heaven.
Next week in Toronto.
Who's showing up here in the old Ford? That's Solo. Solo in the all red attire tonight. Tama. Fatu.
Listen, what happened last week to Tama? That was an accident. Yeah, all good, Os. But let's keep it 100. If it wasn't an accident, then you wouldn't be standing here right now. Good. I'm glad we're on the same page. Listen, tonight, I'm gonna be in the corner during you and Tama's match. Oh, whoa. Hold on, man, no disrespect. But me and Tama, we've been running these things on Smackdown for the past couple weeks. So, tonight, me and you gonna run the play instead. Y'all know what I mean?
Okay.
Understood. See, that right there, Jacob, is exactly why I love you.
I don't understand the play.
Nick Owens.
I don't understand what's going on with this. I don't understand it at all.
Jacob dynamic is fascinating. This was the social media blast last night that has everyone talking. The headline read, bold and disruptive. The final boss returns
I don't.
What will happen?
Yeah, that's Michael. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Road to WrestleMania, that is still ahead.
Championship opportunity.
Bianca Belair and Naomi, Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. Tag team gold on the line.
Locks in.
Lyra Valkyria takes on Dakota Kai for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
on the final Raw before Elimination Chamber. Monday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, only on Netflix.
Like, I don't. Yeah, Solo maybe trying to set him up, Sherry. I mean, you might be right. I just don't know. This version of Solo is unpredictable right now because he could easily be turning on them all, and no one see it coming, or it could really be him just turning the table over to Jacob. I don't know. I do know we will be finding out tonight at some point. Of course, also Liv Morgan and Naomi still having their match. It didn't get completely taken off the board. It just got taken off the advertising. I thought was odd because it was last minute. We also still do got Tiffany Stratton going up against Candice LeRae. Gonna be interesting there as well. So it looks like before the show started, The Rock posted a photo of the Rolex that Cody gave him. Could maybe a start of a push for Jacob? If so, if Jacob Fatu is getting the push, that's where it becomes an iffy scenario of do we want Jacob Fatu to get a title after WrestleMania, or should Jacob Fatu get pushed for a title real quick? I honestly, I would like to see Fatu and Braun Breaker at WrestleMania. I know that sounds crazy, but Braun Breaker and Jacob Fatu, I think, would be a better match than Shinsuke and Fatu. I think Shinsuke and Jimmy would be the better match. Also, this coming week is Elimination Chamber week, so be on the lookout for our prediction video. And we also are going to be having a WWE 2K24 simulation of all the matches for Elimination Chamber and see how accurate the game can predict the winners of every match announced.
Hey, Toronto is the place to be next weekend. Oh, we got to get Michael Cole crowd surfing again. Look, we got kickoff show. We got to go crowd surfing again.
Oh, no. It's taking off air. What a disaster.
Oh, Elimination Chamber kickoff. It's live on WWE socials and Peacock. Michael Cole with the participants of the men's and women's Elimination Chamber. It's the Elimination Chamber kickoff live from inside the Scotiabank Arena. Stay warm before Smackdown. Start time's going to be 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific. If you're up there in Toronto, come on out. See if Cole goes crowd surfing again. Elimination Chamber kickoff.
The winner of the Elimination Chamber heads to WrestleMania to face the undisputed WWE Champion, Cody Rhodes. We know John Cena is in the Elimination Chamber.
Who's going to the chamber?
GTS, Punk is going to Toronto.
My goal is still right there.
Main eventing WrestleMania.
All former world champions except for Logan Paul.
Newsflash, dummies. When I win the Elimination Chamber, I am going to main event WrestleMania because I'm great at everything.
I'm here for you, Cody.
Claymore in the midst of a BFT attempt.
McIntyre is going to the Elimination Chamber.
I'm here for the WWE Championship.
A massive South of Heaven has qualified Damian Priest.
Come Chamber, this is my time.
Good promotion video.
And guarantee my spot at WrestleMania.
Now we save the best for last.
Stop! Rollins joins an all-star cast inside
Top
the
tier
chamber.
cast.
Six men have that opportunity. Only one will make it to WrestleMania.
Well, we saw an enraged McIntyre a few moments ago. 1 week from tomorrow, 5 of the biggest stars, 5 of the biggest egos in the game will be locked inside the Elimination Chamber with the Scottish Warrior, who will emerge victorious and book their ticket to WrestleMania 41 to challenge the WWE champ, Cody Rhodes.
That's in 8 days. Meanwhile, as for tonight,
Maybe Jacob gets the new leader of Bloodline. More than likely.
But backstage handling him, well, that's a different story.
Titan, you have missed Jimmy Uso versus Drew McIntyre, which Jimmy won.
What you want, bro?
Bro, first time ever. Me and you tonight.
What you talking about?
You got a match.
We just had a match last week.
I never met you before in my life. I know we got a tag match tonight.
Oh, hold on. We don't got a tag match, man. Who made this match?
Him?
True. We not doing this him thing again. I'm him, okay?
Him made the match.
I'm him.
What a miss. Hot
Two
damn.
of y'all.
No, I'm him. He's the Miz. There's
We
one.
are Mellow, don't miss.
Mellow don't miss.
Okay, we are. Who's your tag team partner?
I got a guy, a Louisiana legend. As a matter of fact, he just got here. I gotta go.
Oh, sweet God.
I've been workshopping this Mellow Don't Miss. The audience loves it. Think about it.
Mellow don't miss. Mellow don't miss. Mellow don't miss. And we are...
He wants you to say awesome. No.
Second time is...
It's just not getting the buy-in.
Who the hell?
Friday night SmackDown landscape for the Miz. It comes
Yeah, he does.
with the right ally that he's been searching for since his arrival.
No, Logan does not win.
I don't know if that is the right ally. Problems in this relationship, it would appear, Joe.
Miz is hoping for him to be, as Miz finds himself opposite the man he won tag titles
Tag
with.
team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 431 pounds, the team of Carmelo Hayes.
Seth Rollins will get a good spot this year.
And you just don't know what we're going to get with our Truth Wave. We're going to find out next. The Cajun Country Louisiana local that he's pairing up with. Mellow don't Miz. We'll see about that. It's next.
So, would it be wild to think that? I don't think that's who it's going to be. That would be very odd, but it could be. Could you imagine if they have Ricky come up from NXT long enough to be R-Truth's partner in this match? Because Ricky is a Louisiana native, and I don't know anybody else. You think it's gonna be Trick? Nah, Trick is from South Carolina. Well, I don't know where he's from before South Carolina. I know he played football at the Gamecocks. It would be hilarious if it's Trick Williams though. I think the Superdome would go nuts. Please, I don't care. It's trick. Carmelo will lose his mind. The truthful trick. Oh, sweet God. That would be. Honestly, that would be a name that works. Ricky Starks is from Louisiana. Yeah, so, but the truthful trick sounds interesting. No one cares about the wannabe Rock.
Local listings only on A&E. Watch next day on the A&E app.
One sandwich that
Starks and Truth will be the absolute truth. Oh, they'll come up with an interesting name for it for sure. If that's who shows up. But like I said, I don't think that's going to be our special guest tonight. Who else is from Louisiana that it could be? I mean, he just signed with NXT, but that doesn't mean he can't just make an appearance just to show up one night. Rock and Cena will hopefully be the same place on the same plane soon. Just could y'all imagine if they gave us Rock versus Cena Part 3 at WrestleMania? Like somehow the Rock ends up with the title, and then Cena wins the Elimination Chamber. You know how pissed some people would be. I would be. Me and old Matt Tastic were talking about that today.
On your first drop down, why did you slip?
I was in a rush.
You were in a rush. Good. At least you know why you made your mistake. You need to.
This LFG is a great show. For anyone that's not watched it,
ability. If you can throw a fastball 100 miles an hour, but you can't throw it for a strike, it's useless.
Yeah.
Back it down to 90 and throw consistent strikes. That one slip could put you in harm's way, could put the other wrestler in the ring in harm's way. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I did. I seen that fearfully.
This is a sensational news show. LFG episode 2 is coming your way on A&E Sunday at 8 p.m. You heard Bully Ray there, but the access that you get with these prospects on the way up, all competing for an NXT contract, it's unprecedented. Comes your way Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, Zelina Vega promo.
People have taken one look at me, and they try to define me.
She's too small to make it.
She's too small to beat me. She's too small to be champion.
I mean, my size has never stopped me
Zelina
before.
Vega
It's never stopped me
has
from becoming my
potential.
champion, or my personal favorite, the history-making first time ever Queen of the Ring. That's me.
When it gets the criticism, I ain't listen, let me mix it. I was optimistic, only focus was the bigger picture.
And make no mistake about it, I've never had it easy. I had to scratch and claw to get anything around here. But this is a fresh start. Because I have something to prove.
I like the bike she's got in her promo, the backdrop.
Are a lot bigger than your measuring stick. It ain't over until Zelina Vega says it's over.
Fresh start for Zelina Vega.
Zelina Vega will challenge Chelsea Green for that Women's United States title.
His signature nothing but net against R-Truth. Elimination Chamber presented by Nissan Hot and Spicy Firewalk. Every bowl or bag you buy is another entry.
Yo, we appreciate all the likes on the top side,
on
the TikTok side of things, my friends.
And by Fortnite OG, dropping a Season 2. Get your own limb, snag the Season 2 OG pass for outfits to look your best while you chase that dub.
Y'all ready for this?
Yeah, he's got damn beads on. R-Truth is something else. What's up? What's up? All right, Trick. Who'd you get for us?
What's up? I'm going to tell you what's up. My tag team partner
sweet God.
is a local legend, born and bred right here in New Orleans. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Louisiana Knight.
Oh, no.
No, Wade. Oh, Wade, how?
He's not from Louisiana, he's from Maryland. The nickname LA is because he moved to Hollywood.
Only R-Truth.
He said, I'm not from here.
He's got to be doing it on purpose. It's every week, Joe.
He's handing over the traditional New Orleans beads and a poor boy
to a guy from Maryland,
mis-IDing a state abbreviation for the megastar.
Oh my God.
And their opponent, at a combined weight of 460 pounds, the team of R-Truth and LA Knight.
Yeah.
How can anyone so consistently get everything so completely wrong? And yet people love him.
Oh, he's so lovable.
No!
He's so lovable.
He's encouraged by people like
He's
you.
a national treasure.
He's a fantasist. He should be locked up in a padded cell with a stranger, and he's coming our way.
I did say yeah, but I had no idea.
So the pairing is LA Knight and R-Truth.
Yeah.
Maryland's own LA Knight, who the people of Louisiana have certainly adopted for one night, as does every other city on planet Earth.
Of course, LA Knight right now the business with Miz and Mello, but keep in mind, #1 contender to face Shinsuke Nakamura and hoping to regain
No,
his
he is
US
not from
championship.
Louisiana.
Four strange
From what they said, he's from Maryland.
R-Truth relationship seems to have got off to a decent.
Good springboard clothesline.
Mello and Miz, not so much. Nice start, though, from the young star, who is back to winning ways, as you mentioned. Got a victory against R-Truth in singles last week after a long run of losses. Of course, he had that win against Tozawa, too, on a real roll.
He's been going up against top
Let's roll up. Here we go. Crucifix spin. Here we go.
Quick pace early on here in this tag team match.
Booth was yelling at him to kick out.
Well, it's rare to
Jesus.
see somebody outmaneuvering Carmelo Hayes.
What?
Who was doing the pin, little Jimmy?
Oh, sweet God, not little Jimmy. Little Jimmy was wild.
This R-Truth is completely nuts, Joe Tess. Makes me highly uncomfortable.
Long career for R-Truth. Gets to this stage here as he tags in LA Knight.
The #1 contender to Shinsuke Nakamura's United States Championship, as we found out last week. LA Knight defeating The Miz.
Hooks the leg. Quick to get that shoulder up was Hayes. He has been so laser focused on getting back
For
to
some reason,
business
they
against
are
Nakamura.
yelling in the ring.
It's his championship back. Easier said than done against the sinister man from Japan.
He was defeated
Yeah, he's
by
out.
Nakamura
He's
at
from
Survivor
out there
Series
in LA
Vancouver
now,
back on
from what I
November 30th.
understand.
Held that title for 119 days to LA Knight.
Seems thus far Mello
Oh,
wants
damn, what a
no
headbutt.
part of tagging The Miz in. Clearly happy to do
No.
Okay, now these are former
Oh my
awesome
God.
True tag partners. That blew up
The
about
Miz
3
just-
months ago.
R-Truth just tagged the
Apparently
Miz.
has forgot, and it's cost him here.
As he gets sent off the apron down to the floor by Mello.
People.
I swear to God, R-Truth is a national treasure. His character, he stayed in this character for so long, and it really hasn't bothered him. I think he was part of the he was out there with Paul Bearer at one point. My God, what was that called? I cannot remember the promotion. Steve, do you know which one he was with when he was part? He was with LA. It was LA Knight and Paul Bearer. I don't think it was UWN. I cannot remember. Because LA Knight is really Eli Drake. Yeah, that's true as well. Hang on. Let's see. DWFH. That's what it was. Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Probably went by. Yeah, he joined Championship Wrestling of Hollywood in 2010 and then started throughout TNA after that. Or Impact. I can't remember which one it was at the time. R-Truth has been like this since he faced Cena for the belt. Yes. R-Truth didn't have this character when he was in TNA, if I remember correctly. He also didn't act like this when he first came over to WWE either. Yo, we appreciate the follow from Matt Bloom. Knight was in a faction with Truth and Tonga Loa. What, in TNA? Like, yeah, should have been.
LA Knight defeated The Miz right here on SmackDown on the same card that Carmelo Hayes defeated R-Truth. Now these four in tag
Yep, Sean Ricker is
opposite
LA
each other.
Knight.
Well,
Yes.
thus far, things have gone incredibly well for Carmelo Hayes and The Miz.
There's the roll up. And then Carmelo gives a little something to LA Knight.
One,
R-Truth
two.
right back at him.
Simply impossible to write
Yeah,
off
Matt, we're not able to
R-Truth as much
show
as he's
the
clown
actual
and the
picture,
Joker
my
at
friend.
times. This guy's the real deal once the bell rings.
Oh, reverse into a stunner.
Suplex stunner to Carmelo
Come
Hayes
on.
has sent a message loud and clear.
I got the Louisiana Knight
This
won't
is
see
the
it.
real deal, and it's time to focus. Can R-Truth get the tag to LA Knight?
Desperate to get it. And
Oh,
here
yeah.
comes the megastar. Number one contender to the U.S. Championship.
Yeah.
This is LA Knight on fire, giving the people what they want.
Mr. Nobody, that's what I've been saying all night. That's what I've been thinking.
Every inch the
My God, power slam. Give him the elbow.
Look at this output by LA Knight.
2.
Kick out at 2.
Well, this is LA Knight finding a new gear. Knowing that
Nobody listen. That's what I've been wondering, honestly. Is that's what we're gonna have?
Now is the time to hit top
Good
gear.
right hand from LA Knight. Here we go. There's another one.
He has been on a run lately. 5th straight Smackdown, we've seen him in action. As you mentioned, coming off a victory against this man right here. The Miz, who lands on his feet, blind tag. As Mello is the legal man.
He's trying his best to wiggle out of whatever attempted maneuver that was.
1,
to the cover.
2.
Clearly not seeing the tag was LA Knight, and Mello does not need a second opportunity to capitalize on some confusion in the ring.
Hayes always welcomes this kind of opportunity.
Oh,
looking for first 48, not finding it.
What for Strowman? Nope.
BFT.
Oh, God.
Like perhaps R-Truth tagged his way in there.
What's it, God? Shoulder tackle.
Or is it John Cena?
Shoulder tackle.
Shoulder blocks from R-Truth.
I can't tell him apart.
Oh. Gonna hit him with a. Hit him with a little bit of the. You can't see me. 5 knuckle shuffle. My God.
A little glimpse of what we're going to see 1 week from tomorrow at the Elimination Chamber.
Gonna give him the AA.
Tempted that AA now.
Can't get the attitude adjustment. But still with plenty of offense.
Still old school R-Truth right there, connecting to Carmelo Hayes.
Every which
Got him in the SDFU.
No tap out from Mello. Miz gets there just in the nick of time. And this
Big clothesline. There we go.
LA Knight sends him out.
Two of the biggest smack talkers on the roster. LA Knight and the Miz still going at it.
He sends him
Yeah.
to the barrier near timekeeper.
I'm gonna say Shinsuke comes out at some point. Damn, there he was. Caught that one perfectly.
To that U.S. championship of his.
He who hides in the shadows, the Shinobi assassin, Shinsuke Nakamura strikes.
Tag.
Tag now to the Miz.
And now the Miz on the attack. There it is, the first 48.
The skull crushing 48. That looks rough.
And
that was rough looking. What an odd tag team, but it worked.
Well, I'll tell you this right now, Shinsuke Nakamura
Skull crushing 48 is what I would call that.
But there's some brewing chemistry here between Miz and Carmelo Hayes, that kind of double finisher. Skull crushing finale in the first 48 gets the job done. Is there a future together for those two?
Mello don't.
I won't be joined, no way.
Says the Miz.
Ain't no way.
This is what is coming up in our main event. Strowman and Priest, Solo and Jacob Fatu. Of course, Priest with one of the 6 spots in Toronto next week for Elimination Chamber. But tag team action in front of him tonight. And a week ago, Tiffany retained her championship with Nia Jax. We got Tiffy time here in the Crescent City. Candice LeRae at the center of it all for her tonight.
We know Tiffany Stratton is going up against Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania this year. So the women's Money in the Bank will be to go up against either Rhea or Io Sky. Mark, you didn't want to see LA Knight and R-Truth win that one. Wonder what would happen without interference. If there wasn't interference in that match, LA Knight and then probably would have won. But it makes sense for Shinsuke to attack because of the simple fact that LA Knight is challenging for the title. So I don't see that being an issue. It's building a tag team, which honestly, The Miz, in my opinion, does not need to be in a tag team. We need to have Miz, Mello, Drew McIntyre, all these people we moved to SmackDown, future challengers for Cody Rhodes. But either way, that's not what's happening at the moment. So we're going to see what happens moving forwards. Also, still got the final boss to show up. Still get to see what is going on with him and Cody Rhodes. He's probably going to cash in the favor, wanting to have a match with Cody, probably at Elimination Chamber. I said that at the top of the 8 o'clock hour when they pulled Cody out of the match. I said he's most definitely going to challenge. So it's going to be interesting. Like I said, if Cody versus Rock happens then, we'll see. Of course, everyone that is joining us tonight, thank y'all for hanging out with us on this Friday evening for SmackDown, whether you're on the red app, the blue app, or if you're on the TikTok side and you want to come join us, you're more than welcome to follow the links to find out where we are located every single live event for professional wrestling. I'm not a Miz fan. I mean, I wasn't a Miz fan either when he first started. But I mean, the Miz has earned his ability to be where he's at. Miz has fought, paid his dues, won his titles. No longer, in my opinion, does Miz have to be a champion, because he's one of those that I feel as if has shown that he can do it without a champion. If that makes sense. Long Beach, we appreciate you always hanging out with us, my friend. Like there's a golfing tournament. The Players, March 13th through the 16th.
How about this news coming your way in Vegas? Iron Mike Tyson is bringing his legendary presence to WWE World on
Iron Mike.
April 20th. WWE World Superstar lineup, it is growing. There's more exciting announcements. Of course, the exclusive photo ops, the autograph sessions. General admission tickets are available now at fanaticsevents.com/WWE. And folks, keep an eye out for opportunities to purchase tickets for photo ops and the autograph sessions. That's happening in the coming weeks. From one WWE Hall of Famer and Iron Mike Tyson to a future one.
Who we got? Oh, Charlotte Flair, by God.
Doesn't have to call themselves the GOAT.
Record-setting 14-time world champion.
Now, I have crafted a legacy that no one, I mean no one, can touch.
Yeah, she got a point.
And I'm back.
Charlotte Flair is going to WrestleMania.
Tiffy.
The Queen chooses you. I'll see you at WrestleMania.
Yes, she will see her there. That was the big reveal a week ago when Charlotte Flair let it be known she is coming for Tiffany Stratton. the championship match at WrestleMania. Tiffany versus Charlotte. Of course, live April 19th and 20th on WWE.
The True Queen.
Whoa! Caveat, as we always do, Joe Test, that Tiffany Stratton, of course, has to get to WrestleMania with a championship reign intact to guarantee that defense.
Kings of Kings and certified. We are not able to do copyright, my friends.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Prior Lake, Minnesota, she is the WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton.
Well, things are coming thick and
Our first Tiffy time
Stratton,
Smackdown.
who has a fully booked up schedule because it's official after what went down last week on Smackdown. Nia Jax and Candice LeRae will team against WWE Women's Champ Tiffany Stratton and the Hall of Famer Toronto.
Tiffany Stratton is not winning.
That's 1 week from
not Tiffany. Charlotte is not winning at WrestleMania.
WWE on Peacock.
How's that crowd going to be in Toronto?
Oh, man, they're
for Trish.
Red hot for Trish Stratus, no more so than her
I'm getting a Tiffany Stratton
that is
promo. Here we go.
Audience.
Probably to build the match. Listen at him.
I know. You know it, you know it, and you know it. Ever since I won this title, everybody's just been so obsessed with me. And last week, I had Nia Jax beat until Candice LeRae decided to interfere and help her little meal ticket. And at Elimination Chamber, Trish Stratus and I are gonna make sure the unstoppable force comes to a definitive end. But I don't wanna talk about them. I wanna talk about Charlotte Flair.
It's so crazy that they're putting Tiffany as the
She
face
took
in
her
this match.
sweet old time. She grabbed a chair. She grabbed a mic, and she looked down upon me. And she picked me as her WrestleMania opponent. And in that moment, my dreams came true. And as I lied there and I looked up at her, I realized that the rumors are true. No one loves to kick a girl when she's down quite like Charlotte Flair.
That is true
So
as
at
well.
WrestleMania, I'm not coming for your legacy, Charlotte. That's all you. I'm coming for the spot you desire the most. The #1 spot as the top girl in the WWE.
Okay, so Tiffany could be getting the torch passed to her. I don't know. What's up with Becky Lynch? I don't know. I know she posted today about another book coming out. She's on the way back. I think it's going to be a surprise.
I have to say, this is really cute. Like, it's really cute that you actually think you're going to beat me last week. Don't you think it was cute, Candice?
So cute. And you know what? You wouldn't even be standing there right now if it wasn't for your little mentor, Trish Stratus.
Exactly. It's even cuter that you're out here addressing Charlotte Flair when you won't even see WrestleMania. Because after Candice and I destroy you at Elimination Chamber, I'm coming back for my WWE Women's Championship.
I don't think you get 2 rematches. I could be wrong.
And you won't even see the grandest stage of them all.
Nia, give it up. This title isn't yours anymore. And once I beat Candice, You won't have anybody to do your dirty work for you anymore.
You know what, Tiffy? I know we have a match right now, but you know what? Nia and I are just a little impatient.
Yeah, we should take you out right now.
And here comes Trish.
Certainly was a reality
no,
last week.
left.
Referee getting involved. This matchup going ahead next. Tiffany Stratton versus Candice LeRae.
That's next.
Okay, so no Trish to help out at the current moment. Benjamin and Luis, we appreciate the follows, my friend. WWE doesn't need Becky no more. I mean, the women's division is stacked either way. It doesn't matter how you look at it. I think Becky was supposed to come back on the Netflix debut, but that didn't happen. I don't know why. If she did come back, I would want to see her on SmackDown more than I would on Raw. But I think the Raw's women's division is... I just think it has more people on it. There's plenty of contenders on that side, and SmackDown would be a better fit currently for her. So for Elimination Chamber so far, we have the men's match, the women's, the tag team match, and then the unsanctioned match between Kevin and Sammy. So that's 1, 2. That's 4 matches. I honestly think that's all. We'll probably get one more match added to it. And that'll be what's made probably official tonight between The Rock and Cody. And that'll probably be all our matches for Elimination Chamber. Because, you know, here recently, we haven't got as many matches on PLEs as we used to. Which I'm honestly not mad about. Plus, a lot of filler like always. Yeah, PLEs have become full of filler segments, either backstage interviews that's happened, some type of advertisement, which is very different. Sammy versus Kevin will steal the show at Elimination Chamber. I almost guarantee it will. The best match will probably be, I mean, I don't know. The Women's Elimination Chamber has the opportunity to. Like, and we appreciate the share, my friend. Hope you had a fantastic Friday evening. Only time we ever get matches is if it's WrestleMania or SummerSlam. And I'm fine with that. And here's why I'm fine with that being the case. You have bigger matches on the main 4 PLEs.
Here at the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans,
And I'm
Louisiana.
completely
Friday Night
okay with that.
Smackdown here on USA. A week ago, Tiffany Stratton with a title defense of her WWE Women's Championship against Nia Jax. It ended in DQ when Candice LeRae interfered in the match, and now
Candice
those two
torquing the arm.
in
There we
singles
go.
action here this week.
It's been a
Nice springboard arm drag. There we go. Good drop kick.
That is how explosive and athletic Tiffany Stratton is in the blink of an eye, turning it all.
Oh, what the hell? Charlotte out of nowhere. Here we go.
Enemies everywhere you look for the champ Tiffany Stratton. You better get used to that.
Yeah,
when
she's
you've
there.
got gold.
The 14-time world champion, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte's going to be there all the time now.
In impressive fashion, and then a week ago,
Distraction. Tiffany, distraction.
after the beatdown that Tiffany Stratton absorbed, and told her, I choose you.
Is that
What an impactful entrance as
Cartwheel.
always from Charlotte Flair, who knows her ticket to WrestleMania is booked likely against Tiffany Stratton.
Wow.
How the hell?
Jackknife pin? Nope.
How the hell is Tiffany Stratton
When is a
supposed to
woman going
focus
to
on the
defend their
task in hand,
championship
beating
main
Candice
on a
LeRae with Nia
PLE?
Jax, and now Charlotte
Yeah,
Flair here
that's
at
another good
ringside.
question. We
Charlotte
never
Flair,
really see them
you can
defend
hear
either.
the crowd in New Orleans reacting. And
It'll
she
happen at
points
some point.
Tiffany's way, and now I believe she's
It's
going to take a seat to your right,
It
Wade
is
Barrett.
our lucky day. Wow, with the ultimate elegance, Charlotte Flair, the #1 contender, is here, and she's joined us on commentary as the
good
match
hip attack.
continues. Welcome,
One,
Charlotte Flair, the 14th
two.
time world champion.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, Charlotte.
What an entrance that was once again.
Well, let me make one thing clear. Tiffy said I was the top girl. No. I'm the top
One,
woman
two.
of the WWE.
I've got to
Candice
just
tried
bring
getting
up,
the
there was
quick
a very
pin
interesting
there.
reaction from our audience here. Miss Flair, you have said at times people are obsessed with you. Why do you think that is?
I am unattainable.
You are certainly
Unattainable obsession.
You are certainly in a league of your own, and the stats back that claim up.
The GOAT doesn't have to call themselves the GOAT, is what
That
Charlotte said when we
Tiffany's
heard
elbow
from her earlier.
seems
She
to be giving
joins
her
us
a
here
lot
ringside
of,
on a night when
lot
the
of
final
pain. I'm not
boss
sure
returns. We'll also see Naomi
if
and Liv
she
Morgan, but
tweaked
right
it when
now,
she did that
the
springboard.
attention is on Tiffy time. Tiffany Stratton, the WWE Women's Champion.
It does look like her elbow is busted
Candice
open.
LeRae,
That is
as the
100%.
14-time world champion, has made her way ringside. Charlotte Flair to take it all in with us.
Well, Charlotte Flair has clearly got the
There we
attention
go.
of Tiffany
Alabama
Stratton,
slam.
too. She continues
Nope.
to do battle in the ring. Let me ask
That was a
you,
good drop
Charlotte,
kick.
you have been the figurehead
One, two.
of women's wrestling for the past 10 years. How big of a threat is Tiffany Stratton?
Yeah, elbow's
to your
bothering her.
place at
It
the very
is
top of
bleeding
this
a little
industry?
bit.
I think everyone is a threat. I have had a target on my back since day one, whether it's because of my last name or because I am the most decorated woman in the
go.
history of this industry.
Moonsault off the top rope. Oh!
Crashing
God.
down on LeRae and Nia Jax.
Just got about enough on that moonsault to
Gosh.
take down Jax and LeRae. Can Tiffany complete a victory here in front of Charlotte Flair?
As she points her way.
My goodness, there has been a couple instances tonight where they seem to be off. I wonder, because we know that everything has been shifted for tonight due to due to The Rock showing up. So with The Rock showing up tonight, it threw the whole order of the show off. So I'm not sure if that's why everyone has had a few miscues. But I don't think it's really miscues. I think it looks like the timing's off. I don't know. It's an odd night. Most likely the women's US and IC title are just being defended on TV shows and not PLEs. Yeah, and I don't understand why. Joy, I appreciate the follow. I'm not sure why those titles are not being actually defended on PLEs because they're a big title at this point. It's your mid card title for the women's division on SmackDown and Raw. And I think personally they should be defended more. And they're only defended on, like you said, Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown. We also really don't see the tag titles defended at a pay-per-view no more, or PLE. They're more or less defended on a Raw, NXT, or SmackDown. Tiffany with a crucifix pin, backslide, kick out 2. There's a code breaker or code red, whatever you want to call it, from Candice LeRae. I wonder what Charlotte thought about that move. The move is what put Charlotte out. Yeah, that moonsault off the top rope, if it's not caught correctly, it can mess you up. And I think that is, like you said, that's what happened to Charlotte when she originally went out. We appreciate all the likes as well. Hope you had a fantastic Friday. WWE to AEW. We watch it all, Charles. I'm an AEW fan. I'm a WWE fan. I'm a TNA fan. Next month in March, we'll be here live for Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling as well. They got another 2-night PLE coming up. So be ready for it. Lakin, we appreciate all the shares tonight. Candice LeRae has been in complete control of this match since we went to commercial break, even after the moonsault. Eric, yes, we've actually already pre-ordered WWE 2K25. We will be doing a ton of stuff with the wrestling community here on the Red app, on the Blue app, and on the TikTok side. Is the same thing for the men's IC title? Yeah, it is. It really is. Tiffany's back in control, by God. Here we go.
Back against Candice LeRae. Joe and Wade with you ringside, joined by the 14-time world champion Charlotte.
Yep, NXT as well, Charles. NXT as well. Big spine buster. Here we go. 1, 2.
Kick out at 2 and change.
And as Charlotte Flair
Where'd the camera go?
No doubt picking up as much information as she can against her likely opponent at WrestleMania. I've got to ask you, Charlotte, many have compared Tiffany's skill set to that of your own. How would you feel about that comparison?
Yes, I think Tiffy is.
They have not announced any matches yet for Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling.
Moves? No, there are no moves.
But we will be there for it either way.
And she has built her
no Alexa Bliss, not yet, but more than likely will happen.
It's taken her all the way to the WWE Women's Championship. Will that be the case?
Smack to the forehead from Candice LeRae. Give me a big Alabama slam off that top rope.
57 days away from finding out in Las Vegas. First time that these two have gone one-on-one, as you see Charlotte Flair looking on to the action with Tiffany Stratton and Candice LeRae. Here is Tiffy time.
Swanton. Oh my gosh.
And quick into the cover.
2.
Well, Tiffany Stratton went for Braun with that massive swanton from the top, has paid the price with the miss. You have to admire the durability of Stratton thus far, though.
Moonsault often. Yeah, springboard moonsault missed. Yep. Set it backwards. Here we go. There we go.
Tiffany Stratton from the beginning. Now in the drop zone, Candice LeRae pulled out of danger by Nia Jax, the former WWE Women's Champion, and this one is breaking down. Stratton just a step ahead. Wow!
Doing like a cartwheel into a somersault, into a round off. Here we go. Alabama slam.
Right in front of Charlotte as she goes with the Alabama slam into the barrier. Face to face they are. And that is where they will meet.
Message sent from Stratton, message received by Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte hasn't really said much.
She tried for the prettiest moonsault.
Prettiest moonsault. Boom! There it is. 1, 2, 3.
And the win.
Good win for Tiffany.
Nia Jax quick to get in there and take care of business, just like a week ago.
Well, we said time and again.
Sherry, that's how it was originally.
At every angle for Tiffany Stratton.
Comes the Annihilator.
For a brief moment after victory, and now she's
no.
Oh, Trish is there.
The nick of time is
okay.
Stratton's tag partner at Elimination Chamber, the Hall of Famer, Trish Stratus.
Trish Stratus.
Nia swung wild.
Coming to the rescue.
Vez press. There we go.
Beating down Candice.
Tried her best to come to the rescue last week.
Good spine buster.
Very different story this week for Toronto's own Trish Stratus.
And Nia back up on her feet.
Slap. Here we go.
She got the best of Trish a week ago.
And this simply was not.
Oh, taking out the back of the leg was LeRae.
Nasty chop block as Trish was fully focused on Nia Jax.
Are we about to get a double annihilator to Trish and Tiffany? Oh, sweet God.
Wait, she's stacking them up.
Oh, sweet Lord.
She's got Tiffany and Trish
A
stacked
double
up.
annihilator right here.
Oh, annihilator right on top of them.
2 for the price of 1. Remember, these 4 women collide in tag action a week from tomorrow at the Elimination Chamber. Well, that is a reminder of the danger possessed by Nia Jax.
Tiffany Stratton paying the price once again.
And here comes Charlotte Flair.
And now her WrestleMania opponent, the 14-time champion, the future Hall of Famer, Charlotte Flair, entering the ring.
He's going to continue to stand over her and point towards the WrestleMania side.
Over a fallen Tiffany yet again.
Oh, Cody Rhodes.
How you doing, man? Awesome. Hey, what's up with your boy Rock? Why is he here?
Look at what time of year it is. Your guess is as good as mine. I'm sure it'll be eventful. Congratulations, by the way. Congrats. Getting into the Elimination Chamber.
Oh, okay.
Congrats.
Thank you. You know what's wild is that last year's WrestleMania.
What's up, David?
Me and you, we both walked out world champions. Sucks this year, it can only be one. Now, I'm man enough and I respect you enough to tell you to your face, after Chamber, coming for your title.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
All right.
Look, man, congratulations on winning last week and qualifying for the Elimination Chamber. You know I had Jacob dead to rights, man. And if it wasn't for Solo, Elimination Chamber would look a whole lot different next week.
Yo, relax, take it easy. You're starting to sound like McIntyre with the excuses, you know what I mean? Look, I beat you to the punch. You know, it is what it is.
I'd have done the same thing, man, honestly.
Fair enough. But that was last week.
Oh, this is this week.
Tonight, Solo, Jacob, 2 of the baddest men in the company. We handling business or what?
We're handling business. The only thing I care about tonight is getting my hand on those 2.
You will.
That's our main event tonight.
You will indeed, because still to come, it is our main event tonight, the massive Braun Strowman and the Street King
We got about
team against 2 Samoans with some
3 more matches before that.
trust issues. We'll find out. Solo Sikoa and the werewolf Jacob Fatu. Massive main event tonight here on SmackDown.
Cannot wait for that. Plus, he's the biggest star in the world. He's the
It
man
still says
with a
tonight.
plan. And that has already altered Cody Rhodes' plans tonight. What will The Rock have to say? It's the final boss returning to SmackDown. That is coming up in moments.
Okay, so we get The Rock and Cody next. So it's not a true match, but let's see here. We're going to give a voting poll in the chat here. So I'm surprised The Rock is not the main event. He's going to be involved in the main event too, I do believe. There is a few things we could possibly see The Rock do. No, SmackDown is not on Peacock. It's on the USA Network in the United States, and then it is internationally on Netflix, I do believe. If so, so will Cody. Yeah, some way or form, they end up involved in that. Looks like the chat has already got votes going in. 25% of the votes. We got 4 votes in currently. 25% for WrestleMania match. 60%. Well, 60% for Elimination Chamber. Keeps bouncing back and forth on the votes. Keeps going up. But yes, I do believe Elimination Chamber, we will see a match between The Rock and Cody Rhodes. That's what I said at 8 o'clock. That's what I'm going with. Rock and Cody Elimination Chamber for the title. Shredder, hope you're having a fantastic Friday evening, my friend. Jones, we are unable to show video, my friend, due to copyright. I think at WrestleMania I voted, but I don't think it'll be any of those. I mean, Michael, what you think we're getting? I think we're gonna get an announcement more than likely for next year's WrestleMania as well. I've already heard some rumors about next year's WrestleMania. So that could be what it is. He could be announcing it. Yet again, Cody said, look at what time of year it is. What do you think it's about? So Cody already knows. Cody knows something. You know, he knows enough to where he has an idea but doesn't know everything.
The Crescent City, Friday Night Smackdown here in New Orleans. Of course, New Orleans with
it is about time for Roman to show back up.
WWE, 13th time it's hosted SmackDown. 2 times WrestleMania, 30 and 34, as we are a week away from Elimination Chamber in Toronto. A beautiful evening here in New Orleans.
The stakes could not be higher for the final.
Jess, we've had a Jimmy versus Big Jim match where Drew McIntyre did win that match. We also had LA Knight and R-Truth versus Miz and Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes and Shinsuke Nakamura won that one off a distraction.
I know the chamber. I've won the chamber. See, in Toronto, when I turn the Elimination Chamber into something of a playground of my own.
Oh boy. I'm hoping Alexa Bliss does some wild stuff this year.
As many WrestleManias and championships as I have had, I still have a whole lot to prove.
I'm here to climb my way back to the top because it's where I belong.
Raquel distracted. Roxanne Perez with an opportunity.
Michael, you're right. It is easy money at this point.
I'm gonna go to the Elimination Chamber and punch my ticket to WrestleMania.
These 6 women look to make their own history as the #1 contender for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania.
The Women's Elimination Chamber is stacked as well.
There you have it. 1 week from tomorrow, 5 former world champs and 1 prodigy compete in one of the most devastating matches ever devised, the Elimination Chamber, for the right to face either Rhea Ripley or Io Sky for the women's world title at WrestleMania 41.
I love the way you described that mix with Roxanne Perez.
Yeah, Zilla did tweet that out. I seen that. So
Bailey in the mix there.
what if Zilla shows up somewhere tonight? That's so many options.
I'm here with the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Naomi, Bianca Belair. Ladies, last week on SmackDown, you saw the security footage from the night Jade Cargill was attacked.
It was
which
not
led you to believe
Liv.
that both Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan were responsible.
No, hold on, Stacks. Because I don't think they were responsible. I know they were.
Fair enough. Well, this Monday night, the both of you have a chance for revenge when you defend your tag team titles against Liv and Raquel. How ready are you for this match?
Ooh, we are so ready. Listen, we've been waiting for months for an update. And our girl Jay, she's recovering, so she hasn't really been able to text us back. So we took matters into our own hands to get answers for ourselves. So now we're going to get revenge on Liv and Raquel so we can finally move on and focus on Elimination Chamber, because one of us is going to win and we're going to face Rhea at WrestleMania.
That's right, sis. And not only are they going to feel the glow S on Monday, but Liv is going to feel it tonight. Let's glow. Go, glow, 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 glow.
Thank you, ladies.
The glowest.
And thank you, Byron.
Steve, that would be an upset.
We'll soon meet with the tag team titles on the line, but extra pressure added to the drama with Naomi and Liv coming up next. Ring action featuring rising prospects.
Okay, they hit with a WWE Evolve promo here.
Perhaps SmackDown and Raw someday. WWE Evolve will premiere March 5th, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific, exclusively on Tubi in the U.S. Internationally, it's on YouTube, and a new episode drops every Wednesday. WWE Evolve.
Okay, so the final boss and Cody were supposed to be next. And they came back, done the Elimination Chamber promo, and done backstage promo and commercial break. I don't know what just happened. Very odd. My next question though is, will The Rock try something we don't expect? Like, if he brings out, I don't think he brings out Zilla and them tonight. But what if he brings them out at Elimination Chamber? Who would they go after? There's an Elimination Chamber. There's not really a match they could. Rock be 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Rock will be at the 10 p.m. spot. Well, I was expecting for him to be later in the show. Like Mark said, the main event. But supposedly he was up next. We have yet to get another Wyatt 6 promo. We normally get them when there is anything Alexa Bliss related. It didn't happen. John Cena. I mean, yeah, they could. They could take out John Cena, but that just, my opinion, that don't make sense. Not with them having a current feud going at the current moment with them. Because he didn't take out anybody in the Rumble or beat someone from his side of the bloodline that he's, I guess, part of. Like with Solo and Jacob and Tama Tonga.
Just a week away into Elimination Chamber in Toronto at the Rogers Center, the big stadium, home to the Major League Baseball Blue Jays. There is everything you need to know from the kickoff on Friday to the countdown starting at 5 Eastern. Chamber begins at 7 Eastern, streaming on WWE on Peacock, right into the post-show and Elimination Chamber. That includes the return of Alexa Bliss.
God, it starts at 7 p.m. Oh shit, here we go, Alexa Bliss.
When I was away, there was a lot of change that happened in me. But when I look around, I see this place is still the same. The names and faces may be different, but the desperation and insecurities remain the same.
The glove said
You'll
play
see in
on
Toronto
them.
when I turn the Elimination Chamber into something of a playground of my own. I know the chamber.
Yep.
I love the chamber. I've won the chamber.
That's true.
And for the other 5 women, it's gonna be a hell like they've never experienced before. Need I remind you, this is my division, and I am in charge. See you soon.
We'll see Alexa soon. As
Okay.
we will also
So still
see it from
nothing.
Right now, 1/3 of the Elimination Chamber.
Okay,
One ring
so
walk. As Naomi's in the spotlight,
listen,
the
I
tag
know they
team
said that
champs,
he was
Wade.
that was
And by
next.
the way, Wade, Naomi and Bianca convinced that they have found the perpetrators of the attack on Jade Cargo based on the security video showing Liv and Raquel at the scene.
Yeah, I mean, I've been following that very closely, as have everyone else in the WWE world. I mean, it's a major whodunit. I'm not buying it at all.
What?
Being in vague proximity of a crime several minutes after the fact is no proof whatsoever in my book. It is circumstantial evidence at best. And if that's all that Nick Aldis has cobbled together with his big investigation, well, he needs somebody else assisting him because it's simply not good enough. And if I were the likes of Raquel and Liv, I would sue Nick Aldis for defamation of character.
You gotta be kidding.
It's absolute nonsense.
I'm
It's
telling
honestly
you
given
what. Wait,
by-
oh,
wait
good
a second.
lord.
What is going on here? Oh, is it right at it? Look
Where
at
did
this.
Liv and Raquel
Liv and
come
just
from?
attacking them.
Well, here are the 2 alleged perpetrators that I am questioning. The massive Raquel Rodriguez, who, it has to be said, was cost a spot in the Elimination Chamber.
Oh, this ain't gonna be a match. This is gonna be a damn brawl. Here we
Showing
go.
up on Raw this week.
We're supposed to have
Tahana
Naomi
bomb.
and Liv, and it's the Tahana bomb.
It ain't happening.
Oh my!
Well, this is as personal as it
Sure
gets.
isn't.
This is as hostile as it gets. And getting the best of it clearly are Liv and Raquel.
Oblivion. That's it.
Major axe to grind
That's
with these
it.
2.
We're supposed to have singles matchup right now, but instead a brutal attack from Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan on the tag team champs.
Hey, you talk smack, you throw accusations around, and then you cost someone a place in the Elimination Chamber like Belair and Naomi did. There are consequences.
Okay.
As there is no match. As everybody has to be separated.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Well, here comes the final boss. Driving in a damn Ford truck wide open.
When you see that truck, you know exactly who's arrived. One of the world's most recognizable people of all. The final boss is here in New Orleans.
That was the issue. He wasn't there yet. So they're like, oh, well, Let's go to the next match then. I hate they did that the way they did with him. But it's not. They're just building the feud, in my opinion, a little stronger. I think we'll see new women's tag champs, though. I really do. We had a good promo from Zelina Vega. We had a good promo for Alexa Bliss. I know the women's division is strong on SmackDown. It's strong on NXT. It's strong on Monday Night Raw. I wonder if Alexa Bliss has the Wyatts help her win. Could you imagine Nikki Cross helping her win the match? Former tag champs, now on the same team together as with the Wyatts. Could be extremely interesting. Did y'all see today Carmella is officially no longer under contract with the WWE? I know she's been dealing with a foot injury for a while. I don't know if it just ran out and they are still working to get her back under contract. But I know as of this afternoon, it was reported that her contract had officially ran out. Which I did not expect. Then yesterday we had freaking Elijah show up on TNA. After we seen the promo of him in AEW, that was a surprise as well. He signed a contract with TNA instead. A very, very interesting turn of events on TNA last night. He showed up with Joe Henry, I do believe. Which, of course, last night we did not watch TNA live. Oh, we watched it, but we was not live here. The Reaper, Rambo, and Joel. We appreciate the follows. He possibly might go to UWN. I mean, it'd be good for him. Elias was a fantastic character. Really liked his gimmick that he had. And then he came back as Elijah and had that feud with Kevin Owens, which I thought was odd.
WWE in Las Vegas. Bring 3 massive shows to T-Mobile Arena. Friday Night Smackdown. WWE Stand and Deliver. And the most unpredictable Raw of the year on the night after WrestleMania.
Yep.
The entertainment capital of the world. Just up the ante. WWE in Las Vegas.
It'll be a wild
tickets
night.
For WrestleMania week in Las Vegas on sale now.
Jade, and now this. I don't know what kind of crap you think you can pull on Raw, but you don't pull it on my show. Now get the hell out of my building. Oh, you'll be laughing. You'll be laughing when I call the cops. Yeah, put some clothes on.
Nicholas! Have no fear.
Good old
Piper and
Chelsea.
are
Hey.
here to take Bianca and Naomi's place on Elimination Chamber.
Bianca and Naomi, they're not missing the Elimination Chamber. They're going to make it. Trust me on that.
No, I have an outfit. Ugh. No, this is a travesty to not have the greatest Canadian export since maple syrup on a Canadian show. Nicholas, you know who I am?
Oh,
I'm
sweet
the longest
God.
reigning, first ever, tallest, shortest, beautiful, richest, tannest, sparkliest, oldest, youngest United States women's champion.
What's all that's about, eh?
What this is about is you are testing my patience. So, pack your gear, pack whatever outfit you want, because you will be in action next week on Smackdown in Toronto. And boy, it's going to be a good one.
Wait, I'm gonna need some more details. An e-invite? A calendar?
Okay. Get ready. Here he comes. The most electrifying man in all of sports entertainment. What? What is that? Was off. Okay. That has to be something. An artist from Louisiana.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
Goosebumps activated. The Rock, the final boss, the road to WrestleMania, the way it should be.
Not Jericho. Looks like a tag match tonight.
I would say an entire arena are on their feet, but that would be a lie. They are practically levitating.
That is true.
The most electrifying man in all of entertainment. Supercharging this.
Where is he going? Okay, he picked up someone's phone.
In all of entertainment, in all heart-pumping and blood-pulsing competition that can capture the collective energy generated by this man.
My question is, what is he here for? Listen at him. As loud as they can be. He doesn't look like he's in final boss attire. That he is. I did see that. Yes, Steve, I did.
don't you? You feel it. The Rock has got chills up and down his body because you know, on a Friday night, for the final boss to get inside his bird and fly all the way here, you know that I'm dropping some.
Dropping some shit, something on you tonight. I don't know what else he said.
Let's get this show on the road.
Here we go.
Hold on a second, I'm doing it. Finally, The Rock
has come back. God. It's a loud crowd.
And finally, WrestleMania is coming back to New Orleans!
There it is. That's the announcement I've been hearing. Is it going to be next year, though?
We're going to make it official right now in front of the world. Next year,
yep,
2026, WrestleMania 42, live from the Superdome. In one of the greatest cities on earth, New Orleans, Louisiana.
There it is. Damn, they already got the graphic made and everything. April 12th? Damn, that's late in the year, ain't it? Or in the month. Saturday and Sunday, April 11th and 12th. They're chanting, holy shit. That's exactly what's happening. Now that's the second weekend.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, how I'd love. Whoa, 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 whoa. Actually, hold on, New Orleans. This ain't sing-along with the final boss. Okay? You sit there, you shut your mouth, and you let the final boss sing the song. Boo all you want. Final boss sings. Oh, how I'd love to be in that number. Oh, when the saints go marching in. All right, that's good, New Orleans. You did it. You did it.
It's actually not. It's only the second weekend.
You got me. That was good. That was an amazing duet. You sounded great. I mean, here it is. The Rock singing along with the largest collection of STD having trailer park trash The Rock has ever seen.
Here we go. Now, other than that, what did he want with Cody?
You know that dropping this WrestleMania news wasn't the only great gift that I was going to bring to you guys here in New Orleans, right? The Rock, the final boss, came here to call somebody out.
Hey!
I'm going to call out a man who I respect, who I admire, who we all admire. And that man
is our WWE champion. That man is the one and the only, and this is a privilege. Ladies and gentlemen, come on down, Cody Rhodes.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
All right. Let's go up above. Oh! Fantastic pyros. The Rock got majority of them.
I'll tell you something, Joe Tess. Very few people can ever match the kind of energy created by the final boss. But the WWE champ, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, is one of that very small contingent, and he's done it here tonight.
As the American Nightmare comes out on the heels of the massive news that the final boss just delivered. WrestleMania 42 will be right here in New Orleans, next door at the Superdome. It'll be the third time that New Orleans hosts WrestleMania.
Third WrestleMania. Yeah, that's right. The last one was with Rock and with Cena and Taker. If I remember correctly. He's just a smiling, is the Rock. Just for him to smack the taste out of Cody's mouth in a minute.
Turbulent recent history between these two men, although they did appear to be back on good terms at the opening Raw of 2025.
Of course, the final boss, the edgier, forthright, merciless, unrelenting, voracious version of The Rock, who you've already gotten a taste of here on Friday Night SmackDown.
There was Lesnar and Taker. There was also one with Taker and John Cena. Was that not in Louisiana? The streak did end in New Orleans. That I know. No, listen, I am a wrestling fan. I'm not a Cody crybaby by no means. Listen, I wanted to see Kevin take the title off Cody. What do you mean?
That feels good, doesn't it? I mean, that's gotta feel amazing, right? They love you, man.
I love you too.
And you know what's crazy is, I gotta tell you, and this is something that a lot of you guys don't know, or probably all of you don't know, is that ever since last year, WrestleMania, we've actually become good friends.
Someone said, why?
That's true, we have. So the last time we were in a ring, or last time we were on a show together was was Raw.
Yep.
Netflix, exactly, was the debut. I laid flowers down by your feet. As a matter of fact, I told everybody that you carried this company like an incredible champion that you are. Thank you very much, Cody Rhodes. I said it and I meant it. As a matter of fact, that night in Los Angeles, we went in the back, we drank Terramana tequila for about 2 hours, and we had a good old time. We chopped it up, we had a blast.
But I wanted to call you out here for something, Cody, because it's important. And that is this. Here's the thing.
Is he gonna challenge him or not? What are we doing? Like,
you are a great champion.
Just the wrong champion.
You are a great WWE champion. And you know that. We have texted over the months. As a matter of fact, we've become good friends. As a matter of fact, our moms have become good friends. Show the picture of our moms.
He's a sweet guy.
Mama Rhodes and Mama Rock. That was after last year's WrestleMania. So it's been a pleasure becoming your friend. But I called you out here. I wanted to see you face to face, eye to eye, because I wanted you to know a few things. Number one is this. You've been a great champion. But Cody, I need you to understand something. Is that yes, The Rock, the final boss, is on the board of TKO. And TKO owns WWE. The Rock is the director of the board of TKO. As a matter of fact, don't boo that. The Rock's good friend and consigliere, who you know, Ari Emanuel, who owns everything. As a matter of fact, I joked with him. I said, Ari, can you believe that you own the WWE? He goes like, listen, I don't own WWE. Rock, you own WWE. I was like, listen, I don't know if I own WWE, but I do know that I am the most powerful.
Here we go. Here we go.
Cody, you are a great champion. But my friend, I want you to be something that is more than a great champion. I want you to be something that's more than our champion. I want you to be my champion.
What? What? The people's champion?
Didn't expect you and I to become friends, or the moms to become friends, or the Terramana. I certainly didn't have that on my bingo card, but your champion. I think you above all people know I'm their champion.
I'm very confused on what he means by my champion.
Yes, yes, you are their champion, proudly their champion. Of course you are. The Rock is the people's champion, and I love that about you. And this is our universe. WWE is us. We were born into this business. It's in our DNA. But Cody, I'm talking about something much more, much bigger than just this. I know for a fact that your number one goal is to bring as much joy and love and happiness to everybody around the world, as many people around the world as possible. Isn't that right? Yes. Because you are that guy. You're that dude, and I know it, and they know it. You communicate through social media, Instagram. How many Instagram followers do you have? You have a lot. You have millions. You have millions, yes. You have millions. The Rock has 500 million. That's not a flex. What I'm saying is The Rock is the most followed American man in the world, and I want that for you. And that's a fact. Rock is here. I want you to be here.
Wants him
That's
to be
what I
above
mean
the
by
Rock.
being my champion. Cody Rhodes, if you become my champion, I can open up doors and possibilities for you that you never knew existed. If you become my champion, every dream you've ever had, I can make come true. Every dream of your wife, every dream of your little baby, who I know. I invited you to the premiere of Moana 2 in Hawaii. Thank you, by the way, for making that cross $1 billion. I love you. Thank you very much. Thank you. You came to that out of support. I met your family. They were amazing. Your baby's dreams. When you and I are no longer here, we're in the clouds walking, I can make all that come true for you. I just need you to be my champion.
How the hell does he be your champion?
Cody, I want you to think about something for a second. I'm a very lucky man and I got it all. Man, I know it, you have it all, we're lucky boys. We're mama's boys, we're girl dads, we're lucky boys. You shut your mouth, I'll come out there and slap the syphilis right off your face.
This is a flashback to the Authority.
I'm
You're
trying
right.
to have a moment. Shut your mouth. Cody, listen to me. The one thing that I have never had that I want more than anything
Is that title? Is that title?
Is a brother.
No, damn, maybe not. I don't know at this point.
And that's what you can be. Last year for WrestleMania, you know this. My goal was to face my cousin Roman Reigns for the WWE title. You know it, and you know it.
Yeah.
And when I came back, I talked to Triple H, who's my friend. I talked to Nick Khan, who's my friend. Both of them are your friends. I said, I know it's not in the plan. I know it's supposed to be Cody. Talk to Cody. We're going to have to move him aside because this is best for business. The biggest match ever, The Rock and Roman Reigns. You got to make it happen. And what did you do?
You showed up, fucked that up. Exactly what he said. God, Rock, get to the point.
I ain't doing it. And you stood up to me. And you know what else you did in front of the world? You slapped me. And no one does that and gets away with it.
That's true. That is true.
But that's why you are special. And that's why you should be my champion. And that's why I will take you from here to here. I will make sure every dream you have comes true. Every desire comes true. You and generations behind you. Your dad, my dad, right now looking down. The American Dream and the Soul Man. They were friends. You and I are friends. Cody, be my champion. And here's the thing. I don't want you to answer me tonight. I want you to think about it. I want you to go home and talk to your wife. I want you to hold that baby of yours. I'm going to go home. I'm going to talk to my wife. I'm going to hold my babies too. And then I want you to think about it. I will meet you in Toronto, Canada at Elimination Chamber on March 1st. You give me your answer then.
I don't know what he's asking to be champion or how he's asking him. Like, what's the stipulation?
Before I leave New Orleans, this has been an amazing night. This has been a hot-ass crowd. Thank you very much. Before I leave, I want you to know this. The one thing that I want more than anything in this world is that.
This championship, my championship, their championship, this is what all of this is about. You want?
No. No. My brother, I don't want that.
You don't want the title.
I want your soul.
They're gonna deal with the devil. Exactly what it is.
I'll see you in Toronto on March 1st at Elimination Chamber.
It is corporate rock. That is exactly what I feel like we got right here. Look at this, the smile on his face. He knows what he's doing. The Rock asked him for his soul, like making a deal with the devil. It's corporate rock, is it not? How did you follow that? I'm not gonna lie, it's very complicated. I told you that's what it was. Rock versus Cody at WrestleMania. Is there not another pay-per-view before WrestleMania? The Authority version of The Rock versus Cody versus the winner of Elimination Chamber. That's probably what's gonna happen. I like. That's not what I was expecting. We'll start there. Rock was making it weird. Michael had just seen him. Maybe he want to be Cody's wise man. Dark Hope Chris. Yeah, I mean, there's that possibility, but I think there's something deeper to it. I really think it's gonna. If he says no, so if Cody says no at this point, he will more than likely get jumped by either the current bloodline that's on SmackDown or new members. Yeah, fifthly, The Rock's being like the devil. Yeah, I mean, you're 100% right. It's kind of like, with Ghost Rider. I mean, it's the same concept, right? For anyone that keeps up with like comic book stuff on how he got his abilities, he sold his soul. I mean, it's a very odd way to spin things. Wait, is SmackDown over? No, Dark Hope, it is not. SmackDown is 3 hours long. We still got a tag team title match and the main event. There is no Bloodline members on Elimination Chamber. Of course, if you are hanging out with us tonight on TikTok, follow the link in my bio to join us on the red and the blue app. But no, there are no. Cody better tell him to. Rock wants Cody to be the soul man godfather. Listen, there's so many possibilities of what. That was just major Illuminati vibes. Here we go. So when Cody says no, it's gonna get chaotic. Titan even said major Illuminati vibes. Yep.
Friday Night Smackdown here in New Orleans after that incredible meetup between The Rock, the final boss, and Cody Rhodes. And
WWE post conference after the show.
That WrestleMania 42 will be here in New Orleans. You can tune in to WWE's social media platforms, and you will hear from TKO board member Dwayne The Rock Johnson addressing the media. That's on YouTube, X, Facebook, TikTok, Twitch.
Well,
post-event press conference after SmackDown.
I guess I know what we'll be doing for a little bit after SmackDown. It will be revealed that The Rock was the new tribal chief, and that's where Roman shows up. Okay.
Aided by the Street Profits that night, and then win over Motor City Machine Guns.
champions, the BTTITW DIY.
There is absolutely no denying that tonight has been electrifying.
Hot crowd, great night.
What do you mean? What do you mean he wants it so? You know what he means.
For a second.
This is serious.
2 weeks ago, Pretty Deadly embarrassed us, and now, reluctantly, we will return that favor tonight and crush their hopes and dreams of ever becoming the WWE Tag Team Champions. So if you could please all rise
Everyone get on
to
your
your
feet.
feet.
Everyone get on your feet, every single
What do you mean on my
person.
feet? On your feet.
That idiot there wearing an LSU jersey, stand up. You're doing a good job, sir.
Please, this is serious, everybody. Thank you, Wade Barrett. Rise to your feet. Remove your baseball caps.
It's a somber affair,
And if you
Joe.
could please bow your heads, we will have a moment of silence
This is
for
crazy.
Pretty Deadly, beginning now.
What a silence. How crass. Show some bloody respect.
How should they show respect? It was a moment of silence. Ruined.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WWE Tag
As much as it's crazy, Pretty Deadly should win this.
Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 426 pounds, Elton Prince and Ken Wilson, Pretty Deadly!
Like, Pretty Deadly should find a way to win this damn
Out the
match.
window when gold is on the line as it is tonight. And in return for that lack of respect, PD are getting jumped from the off.
And this is how the tag team championship match will get underway.
Well, the
Oh yeah,
music still
I love how they're still fighting with the music.
still spins. The champs are laid out, and the challengers PD hold the ring.
What are you talking about?
Well, Gargano and Ciampa are losing their mind. They have not anticipated this side of Pretty Deadly, who, I'll be honest with you, have looked like wimps at times here on SmackDown. That all turned around several weeks ago.
The music's still going, my God.
They're cutting edge, and they have got the taste for gold. Can they capture it tonight?
I agree with you. Already this year, their fourth match on SmackDown as Pretty Deadly looks to carry
They
that
should
momentum
cancel
tonight.
this
That is what
match
is on the line.
instead.
WWE
No, this
Tag
match is
Team
gonna be interesting. I'm telling you right now.
Pretty Deadly looking to break through against
It's gonna be an upset. No DIY. DIY ain't good heels.
Something has
I
snapped inside
agree.
Pretty Deadly of late. They look like reformed characters. They look every inch. They're kind
Oh,
of
God.
competitors who've won gold all around the world in the past. But it's a hot start here from DIY. And Elton
God.
Prince may be out cold.
He's laid out on the floor.
Good Lord, what a knee from Johnny Gargano. That's his name. Johnny Wrestling. That was odd though. Like, I still can't get over the fact that The Rock said he wants Cody Rhodes' soul. Like, where do we go from there? I know it's just the build up and everything, but it's gonna be interesting. But Ava stated, for your soul is crazy. That's good. You know, it's always good when Ava's even confused on what's really going on. Let's go, PD. A Pretty Deadly can upset him. It is possible. Looks like a lot of people are confused on whatever just happened with The Rock. I really didn't think it was that confusion with it. Pretty Deadly for the win. The Motor City Machine Guns challenge him and they win the titles back. Well, the dirt sheet's about to go nuts. Steve, tell me one of the first headlines we'll see from the dirt sheet. Go ahead, let me know. But I know they're going to have a field day with this one. Wait, what was we talking about up here for a second? I'm all for it. We need heel AEW Cody. Yeah, we do. David, we appreciate the follow, my friend. David, if you want to, just click on the link in our bio. Come join us on the Red app, my friend. Kenneth, what's up, my friend? How's your night been? Do you show the screen? Unfortunately, we cannot do to copyright. Oh, we appreciate the follow. Maybe MJF will ask Hangman for his soul after MJF is the devil. Well, The Rock beat him to the punch. Now MJF can't ask Hangman for it. That's what it was. It's crazy. Absolutely wild.
Wild night here at the Smoothie King Center, New Orleans, Louisiana. Joan Wade ringside with you here, Friday Night Smackdown. It's the fifth time that DIY and Pretty Deadly have met up. But the first time with the WWE Tag Team titles on the line as DIY looks to defend, as they did at the Royal Rumble against the Motor City Machine Guns.
It's been an interesting relationship between Pretty Deadly and DIY of late. Pretty Deadly doing the dirty work for DIY for a long time until...
Maybe. I predict Dave Meltzer will be in his couch. Yeah. Oh, Meltzer will have a field day.
Oh, man. Right in the center of the ring, Elton Prince and Tommaso Ciampa.
Well, just when Ciampa's down, the issue is Elton Prince desperate for that tag. Kit Wilson was also taken out by Gargano in the process.
See the breaking news on the bottom of your screen. It was announced just moments ago by The Rock that WrestleMania 42 will be here in New Orleans. And this is exactly what Pretty Deadly needed. Here comes Kit Wilson.
And this is a pent-up Kit Wilson, as fresh as a daisy, has watched his tag partner Elton Prince put through the ringer. And now this frustration is exploding out of Wilson as he looks to close in on the tag team championship.
I don't think they'll need help.
In recent weeks
Probably not.
An aggressive form of Pretty Deadly.
Yeah, that's a good clothesline.
As you see it from Wilson, could this be the night they grab gold?
Elton Prince now back in the fray. Has recovered certainly to an extent, and it's Gargano who's now isolated and scrambling to survive in this one.
Remember, there was a non-title match they came up victorious with just 2 weeks ago.
There we go.
Oh, boy, that teamwork was something.
Oh,
into the cover to take the championships. And the kick out at 2.
Just a millisecond away there from grabbing gold, but keep your eyes open because the cardio machine that is Tommaso Ciampa is back in there.
When they won that non-title match 2 weeks ago, it was Prince
Oh, it was uppercut.
to get the pinfall victory.
Superb cohesion here between.
Oh, nice.
High landing on the neck, the surgically repaired.
That was a high landing.
Tommaso Ciampa was clearly out of this. No, wait a second.
It's the damn Street Profits.
It's a
Okay.
World. Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford disrupt the championship match.
They've come here to cause chaos. We told you how turbulent this tag team scene was. This is just one of the teams.
Oh, God.
Unbelievable. Laid out several months ago, presumably by DIY.
Damn.
Good grief.
Oh, Dawkins just slams Kit Wilson's head into the post. And now Gargano trying to fight back himself. But the Profits doing
They're both
damage
healed.
everywhere.
Don't add up for me.
So powerful.
Damn.
Just throwing these tag teams around with ease. And now going skyward.
Ooh, what a splash. Damn, he got up there.
High, crashing down through the New Orleans sky.
Motor City Machine Gun. Here we go.
And now the division is just unloading from the locker room.
Well, this is the Motor City Machine Guns who were cheated out of tag gold several times, most recently at the Royal Rumble, thanks to the intervention of the Street Profits.
That's exactly what happened in that 2 out of 3 falls match in front of 76,000 in Indy.
There's a clothesline.
And now Dawkins and Ford returning at full health, and look at the damage they're doing to the entire division.
The Street Profits are taking.
They seem to be in better shape than what they used to be.
Very different version of the Profits.
Oh. Line Buster, Net Breaker.
Just cleaning house here. Our championship match interrupted by Dawkins and Tez.
What a highlight reel of sheer carnage.
Took out 3 tag teams.
And Gia, Nick Aldis, you have a hell of a lot of work to do to get some sort of stability back in the SmackDown tag ranks. Everyone laid out.
Well, next week in Toronto, Elimination Chamber is going to include an unsanctioned match between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And earlier today, we received a video response from KO as to that news and that match being made official. And we will share that with you when we return.
Okay, so we got more news from KO. More than likely, it's going to be something chaotic as well. It seems that's the running theme this evening is absolute fucking chaos. I'm honestly, Elimination Chamber just got a little more interesting. I don't see Braun and Priest working together either. You're probably right. They're more than likely going to take care of each other this match. That is most definitely what's going to happen. The Street Profits are back. Yeah, they're back with a vengeance. That's for sure. I haven't seen the Street Profits be really dominant in quite some time. So hopefully we can get that to change. Because I know the Street Profits can be tag champions if they want to be. I know they were determined to get either titles or get out. So it will it'll be interesting what happens from here. So this should be the main event coming up. I don't see anything else taking place. What else could happen at this point? They're going to be dropping bodies. You talking about the Street Profits? Are you talking about Priest and Braun Strowman? Jason, unfortunately, we are not able to, friend. I do want to say thank you again to everyone that is hanging out with us on this Friday evening. We will carry over to the press conference after SmackDown. So if anyone wants to hang out with us, then you're more than welcome to come to the red app, the blue app, to hang out and see what happens there. No Zilla Fatu, not yet. I think Zilla Fatu is still in Reality of Wrestling. They'll definitely put pressure on Triple H and his booking creativity. He knows they're going to AEW. Yeah, I can see that. The Profits, the Street Profits really, they have the potential to be great. I'm hoping that's what happens.
What do we have for signs of the night here in New Orleans, Wade Barrett?
Well, what a shot. The Yeeters are out in force. Crawfish, not a crawfish guy myself. I am, though, a massive Cody Rhodes guy. And, of course, we all love New Orleans, and that is why WrestleMania is coming back right here next year, as we heard from the final boss earlier tonight. All rise for Damian Priest. He, of course, will be in our main event later on tonight, and the PD musical is on hold.
Of course, a week away from Elimination Chamber. 15 years ago today, we got some history, Wade. John Cena retaining the WWE title, defeating the likes of Sheamus and Triple H and Randy Orton, Kofi Kingston in the Chamber. But then immediately after the match, he was forced to defend his WWE title against Batista. And Batista won and became the WWE champion. That's 15 years ago tonight.
I'm announcing tonight that I will compete in the Elimination Chamber. What is best for business is I main event WrestleMania. And what is best for business is, for the first time, I confidently say that I'm going to win a 17th championship.
John Cena entering his last chamber match ever.
I have built my existence here off of hard work, loyalty to this company, and respect for all of its branches. I will win 17 not for me. I will win 17 to someday shake the hand of the person who wins 18.
I can see that.
I told Toronto when I announced for the city, and I would be back. And I would be back to kick ass. It is time to walk that talk and be who I say I am. I am going to the Elimination Chamber to win, and I'm going to main event my final appearance in WrestleMania and win a 17th championship.
Cena's won 3 Elimination Chambers. This, of course, will be his final.
It's doable. It is doable, y'all.
His ticket to WrestleMania, his final WrestleMania. Everyone's jumpy this time of year. You don't want to miss WrestleMania, and John Cena more than most.
Or 6 men, 6 women, all vying for a shot to get to WrestleMania for a championship match that comes your way next weekend in Toronto. For Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, their visit to
that would be
Toronto,
awesome.
it is far less about career goals. It is something far different. This was Sami just 4 days ago.
So, Kev, you say you'll be in Toronto for Elimination Chamber. Guess what, pal? I'll be in Toronto, too.
Sammy, what are we doing?
You are not medically cleared to compete. The answer is no.
You know I am not taking no for an answer. Give me this damn match.
It's not official. It's unsanctioned.
You got what you wanted, huh? You got your match.
Yep, you sure did.
You couldn't just take the punishment that you deserved, that I already given you, and let it go. No, you wanted me and you to go again. You wanted to fight me. You want to hurt me. You want to end my career, which will hurt my family, by the way. Which is truly despicable. But what about your family, Sammy? Huh? Have you thought of them? What about your family, hey? Do they know?
Oh my God, he's at his house.
What you're about to put them through? When they have to watch me end your career in Toronto? And what happens then, eh? when you can't provide for them anymore and everything they have, the nice house, the
That
peace,
is
the security, the
wild.
shelter, when it's all gone. And why? Huh? Why? Because you're too proud? Because you're selfish?
That's wild.
You are selfish. Because you're gonna make me do this to them? I'll never forgive you for that. I'll see you in Toronto. But remember, you asked for this. It's all your fault.
There are no depths to which KO will
Good Lord.
Sami Zayn is not 100%, not even close. Management won't accept the risk, so this is all on the neck of Sami Zayn when two of the Canadian greats, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, former best friends, they're squaring off in an unsanctioned match 1 week from tomorrow in Toronto at the Elimination Chamber.
Now here is the headline of the night. Nobody saw it coming. The final boss
Yeah, will they accept the
Cody
offer?
Rhodes and said, I want you to be my champion. I want your soul. Will Cody sell out to the final boss? His answer is due next Saturday, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, streaming WWE on Peacock from Toronto.
Okay, yeah, main event time, ladies and gentlemen. Who wins a losing streak? I don't know. I really don't. It's becoming that time of year where the predictions get a little tougher.
Now, Damian Priest has been very clear in circling his end goal. And that is that undisputed WWE Championship, winning Elimination Chamber next week, earning the match with Cody. But for now, other business to handle.
All lives for the bad guy. I was a second or two early.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from New York City, weighing in at 249 pounds, Damian Priest.
Damian Priest teaming up with Braun Strowman.
This is going to be a decent main event.
Solo Sikoa
I really do believe so.
and Jacob Fatu. That's our main event when we return to New Orleans, Louisiana. Don't go anywhere.
Team A. My goodness. They're filling it with commercials, are they not? I'm going with Sammy because of the bloodline. Think the bloodline's going to help him win? I think maybe Sammy wins his match against Kevin. There is a possibility. All right, y'all. Give me just one moment. I am going to step and get me a quick order. I'll be right back during this commercial break. Oh, yeah. Go back. Bloodline or Cody helps. I can see that. I could. You can't Kevin turn and then lose 3 in a row. That's true as well. So it'll be, like I said, it's one of them's got to win. That's where we are at. I mean, what if The Rock helps Cody turn heel? That way, when Cena wins at Elimination Chamber, if that's who they have win, we get heel Cody against face John Cena at WrestleMania. What if that's the case?
A lot of times you'll see toe-to-toes like this. Like, I'll hit you, wham, and then you hit me, wham, and then I hit you. And wham. Don't be afraid when you get into those situations, because that's usually, if they're buying what you're doing, when you get to the toe-to-toe, it'll turn into a yay boo. That's when you know you got them hooked. Yay! Boo! This is the art. That's the art of what we do.
You don't have to go straight to the headlock. Like, if I'm locking up with her... Oh.
Whoa, I've never done that before. That was cool.
Yeah, right? Now, here.
So great to see Mickie James and Take looking to work with the next generation. You can see episode 2 of LFG Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern on A&E. It is a great watch.
It is. It actually is. I don't know who's winning Elimination Chamber.
Oh, yeah.
One big SOB!
One big son of a bitch.
Strowman was trying to get the best of it in an Elimination Chamber qualifier, battling Priest and Jacob Fatu.
Yep.
That was the meatiest.
Fearfully, if he doesn't win Elimination Chamber, he wins Money in the Bank, and that's how he gets his title.
Remember late January, the beatdown he suffered in San Antonio on Saturday night's main event.
A relentless beatdown.
His tag team partner, weighing in at 355 pounds, Braun
Strowman.
Want to remind you that there will be a post-show press conference from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Of course, he sits on the board of directors for TKO, making the major announcement tonight that WrestleMania 42 will be here in New Orleans. We will hear from DJ on all social media channels, YouTube, X.
Not sure what's happening with it. Fearfully, just bear with me.
We handle business, and it starts with Braun Strowman and Damian. Man, come on, DP! Come on, Braun! I thought we did this. So tonight, we about to even up the scope. If you ain't know, I'm all gas, no brakes with it. See, since we touched the scene, we've been dropping bodies like breadcrumbs. You know what I mean? 5, 2, hit my music.
Boy, I'll tell you, Wade, the roles with Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa haven't really reversed as much as they're being redefined in real time.
Well, I love having the best seat in the house here on SmackDown, Joe, except for when Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa, and Tama Tonga are headed our way.
Their opponent, being accompanied by Tama Tonga, at a combined weight of 537 pounds, the team of Jacob Fatu.
Solo's back to wearing the towel.
First, when the year began, Solo Sikoa, that Ula follow was still around his neck. Now there's just a sense that he's finding himself a bit, but still, of course, doing it with violence and vengeance. And Jacob Fatu no longer the fawning, obedient, if not subservient enforcer. It is a far more complex relationship now, but they are reunited and in a big one in this main event.
Well, there's clearly been some issues between Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu, especially. I don't think Jacob Fatu
We almost definitely back to the old Solo.
Lost tribal combat and the Ula Fala, but as Jacob Fatu puts it, the dogs are now off the chain. The relationship has been completely reset. I don't know if there is any form of leadership, but it seems, at least for now, Fatu and Solo Sikoa have got themselves back on the same page, back in fight mode, and that spells danger for Priest and Braun Strowman.
So here we go with Solo's first official match since that January 6th loss in tribal combat to Roman Reigns. Look at the face of Fatu as Priest and Strowman stare them down.
Me.
Back on February 14th.
Yeah, it does stand for let's fucking go. It does.
Damian Priest, who won the Elimination Chamber qualifier. And it was Priest and Strowman and Fatu all together.
Of course, Damian Priest, spoke to him earlier today. He knows full well the risk of this kind of matchup against these kind of individuals. At the moment, he really needs all his health intact. Just 1 week and 1 night away from the Elimination Chamber and the massive prize at stake there for him. But he also realizes it's important to stay razor sharp, battle hardened.
Okay.
That men's chamber group, I mean, you brought it up earlier, Wade, but is it ever loaded as Priest joins the crowd with John Cena? Of course, the farewell tour is underway. CM Punk, Drew McIntyre,
hands to the face.
Tonight,
here we go.
Seth Rollins, and
yeah, this match ain't going to the distance. I can tell you that
Rey
much.
Mysterio to earn a spot.
And I agree with you. I love the addition of Logan Paul with 5.
It's probably got like 10 minutes in the match.
With 5
Damn.
world champs. They really are 2 X factors, but 2 star-studded chambers. That is, of course, if Damian Priest can survive this level.
Another good right. Another right.
And as you see him, body shot after body shot, Solo Sikoa.
Still trying
talking shit. I think Joe Testator way better than said, oh shit.
We've got to pivot in this industry.
I don't know who that
Sikoa
was.
is a man we've seen many variations of his persona. He's a real chameleon. Gone from a street fighting champ, an enforcer, a leader of the bloodline. Still trying to figure out exactly what this version of Solo Sikoa is going to entail.
You know, Big Braun's going to look right in the face of Jacob Fatu. They've had to run in recent weeks, from Saturday night's main event to then Indianapolis in the Royal Rumble.
There's another splash.
Be careful not to get distracted by Jacob Fatu. Focus on Solo Sikoa.
There's a good elbows. Fatu tags in.
He's got it ready like right now.
Here we go. Crossbody.
It's not been announced yet.
Well, Jacob Fatu,
not been announced.
These hands.
He sent Solo out as well.
Got an enraged monster in there with
oh
a
my
werewolf,
God.
and right now it is
there's a clothesline. Okay.
Getting the best of it, of things going horribly wrong for the 2
Roman Express.
Here comes Stroll.
Shit. Never mind. Oh God. And they're about to out Lillian.
Ringside, proving the ultimate distraction, giving Fatu and Solo Sikoa the upper hand.
Send him flying.
Listen at the crowd just chanting Fatu. They about took out Lillian Garcia though. My God. He hit him with that flying forearm that threw him all the way over the barricade. God, what happened to your stream? Not sure. We're still here. It might have buffered. I don't know. Could be if the weather gets bad where I live, the internet gets just absolutely horrible. So if it did buffer, that's why. Yeah, it must have buffered. Yeah, I'm guessing so. The weather must be absolutely horrendous outside. That's good to know. Well, welcome back. We do apologize. It happens. It hasn't happened in a while, and then yet again, it happens. That's crazy. That's wild. I didn't even get the notification that anything crashed. But it looks like Jacob Fatu took care of Braun Strowman, and Solo Sikoa has been in complete control ever since. Tama Tonga, sorry, was attacking Braun Strowman. Little Charles Robinson said, "Hey, I will escort you to the back." God, there's that flying elbow. Yeah, like Mark, even if there's nothing I can do. Like if it starts acting up, there's nothing I can do to prevent it from crashing out like that. It's just due to the area and of course where I live. So it is what it is. Rhea needs to get in there to beat Solo. That would be a wild inter-ginger match. Yeah. Oh boy. Big splash from Jacob Fatu to Braun Strowman. Of course, with WWE 2K25 coming out, you can do wild matches like that. So when the game does come out, we're gonna take community votes on what y'all want to see. We're gonna get that posted up very soon because it does come out in about 2 weeks.
Orleans on what has been a wild night of Friday Night SmackDown, and it wraps up with the big men in tag team action as Jacob Fatu is doing damage against Braun Strowman, who's been struggling now, enduring all of this.
Nope.
He is teamed up with Damian Priest to take on Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. Solo Sikoa, Wade, who returned to SmackDown 2 weeks ago and had that attack of Cody Rhodes.
Tensions? What tensions?
The Boo and Solo cheering Jacob.
Sikoa and Jacob Fatu.
Oh!
Does that look familiar? The running hip attack to Braun Strowman?
Well, that's some PTSD and worse. It's just a different player, same level of savagery from Solo Sikoa, just like Saturday night.
The crowd wants Fatu.
For the final piece of the puzzle, Jacob Fatu is going to reenact that scene.
He was back on January 25th in San Antonio with time and again. He couldn't be stopped doing this against big Braun Strowman.
Here we go.
Again.
Nope. Oh, damn.
Strowman fights
and what a boot.
Well, just like it was looking to be a hospital job once again for Braun Strowman at the death. Brings up a boot. Brings up a spine buster.
Steve, the game is WWE current roster with legends, and of course there'll be downloaded characters we can use as well. WWE 2K25 is coming out in 2 weeks. It's not on YouTube. It's the game. That's good, right? But we did pre-order, so we'll get it 2 weeks. We'll get it a week early.
The absolutely fearless pride of Puerto Rico, the former world heavyweight
Oh, what an elbow.
Who's had multiple issues with the likes of Jacob Fatu.
Spinning heel kick, nice.
And Tama Tonga in recent weeks, finding rare form.
And he wants every part of it. Trying to
Went
fight
for
off
spinning solo. Nope. Oh, what a damn super kick.
How dangerous are those feet? Oh, both men.
This spinning kick.
Right out of my mouth there, the Street King Damian Priest.
Gonna slam him down and now take control.
1, 2.
And just at the last second, Solo able to get that shoulder up.
Well, both Priest and Solo Sikoa, two renowned street fighters, but it is now Damian Priest as we take another look at that elevator.
1, 2.
Who is getting the best of proceedings. Right, Solo
Over.
Sikoa off at your peril.
There's another kick from Damian Priest. Gonna go kind of old school with it. Paying homage to the Undertaker.
Well, old school punishment right there for you, Joe Tess.
Cross body. And now he's looking to close the show.
This clothesline, I don't get
Here
it.
in New Orleans. A week away from Elimination Chamber.
Nope.
But oh no!
Attempted that recoil clothesline denied by Sikoa. But there's more than one way to skin a cat for Damian Priest.
Hit him with
Tonga up on the apron.
damn, Tonga took a wild right here.
Tonga once again proving pivotal in keeping his men's chances alive here.
He's trying to set it
Back
up.
up.
Who's back?
Yeah, referee missed that, dealing with Tama.
Spinning solo.
And the Samoan werewolf opens the door
1,
for Solo
2.
Sikoa.
Nope.
And just staying alive is Priest.
No, it's live on
resistance from
WWE social media.
Solo Uranagi connected. We've seen him put away countless opponents with that move. You see here with the ref's back turn, Jacob Fatu getting involved, and that connected flush. I'm astounded that Priest somehow kicked out of that one.
Able to survive the spinning solo.
Now teeing up the spike, perhaps, staring down that dangerous thumb that has done so much damage over the past couple of years in WWE.
Including to Cody Rhodes recently. The Samoan spike is lined up. He is calling
He ain't gonna hit it.
his return to action.
Oh.
Oh, Priest finds a way.
Oh, that's all right. An elbow. Oh, Jacob hit Solo with a super kick.
Well, those tensions may be coming back shortly, but we've got a match.
Clothesline. Oh, sweet God. Oh. God. Well, there went Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu, my God.
Meanwhile, back in the ring, Damian Priest.
South of heaven.
South of heaven.
1, 2, 3.
Here are your winners, Braun Strowman and Damian Priest.
I told you these were the most dangerous seats in the house, Joe Tess. We survived by the skin of our teeth and by the skin of their teeth. Braun Strowman and Damian Priest survived these two Samoan savages and incredibly pulled out the victory. This is when it all went into meltdown for the Street King. The collision, the miscommunication, the kick to the door from Sikoa to Jacob Fatu.
All this on a night when the final boss returned. This road to WrestleMania now. Everything we thought we knew, maybe we didn't. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson press conference on all social platforms starting in moments.
All right, so that is starting in moments from what they said. It's actually getting ready to. Because WWE is already live, like I said, on their social media. Coming up. So like I said, we're gonna stick with it here. We're gonna see what the hell might be going on. See if we can get any answers from this shit. Steve, have a great evening yourself, friend. We will be back more than likely tomorrow evening for Collision, but I will keep y'all updated. Okay, so I don't know. Hold on. I don't know what is going on at the current moment with anything. Trying to get anything to respond right now. It's chaos. It has to be doing something crazy outside of. There's nothing is wanting to respond. Yeah, we're just waiting on the final boss. I really want to know what he's got to say. Michael, gotta shoot my video. Thanks for again, Kraken. See y'all next time. Michael, I hope you have a fantastic evening. Like I said, everyone is more than welcome to hang out here with us for this WWE press conference, which is normally not something they do after SmackDown. So that's why I am interested to see what happens. Now, of course, if you are hanging out with us on other platforms, you are more than welcome to join us on the Red app. Link is in the bio. Check us out. You can join the Kraken community as well. Candy ass for sure. I don't think this is gonna be long. I think this is gonna be about, honestly, about 10 minutes. The Rock will probably give us a little more information on WrestleMania in New Orleans for next year. Excuse me. I doubt we'll hear anything else about what the hell he meant by your soul. Jared, what's up? How you doing this evening, my friend? You're staying for the press conference, Mark. We appreciate you hanging out with us to the very end. Like I said, it's supposed to start right after the show ended. Show ended about 4 minutes ago, give or take. So I expect it to start soon. There's officially 40,000 people watching this press conference. That's how you know The Rock did something crazy tonight. Can't even keep up with what the heck. It's honestly chaos. Like, everyone is trying to figure out what he means by your soul. Like, all across social media, that's the running question. Is what does he truly mean by he wants his soul? I mean, of course, we'll figure out either at Elimination Chamber or here soon, whenever this live stream starts. Of this fantastic press conference. We are currently live. So with that being said, while we got a minute, we're gonna go ahead and get a community poll made so y'all can vote on how y'all thought SmackDown was. Well, SmackDown tonight I think was different. It was not what I was expecting for SmackDown, to be honest. Like, I knew things got changed. I knew there was a lot of things up in the air on what was gonna happen. But the fact that we got that promo from The Rock, and then I don't know. The Rock shifted things a lot. Good gosh. It hasn't started yet, so let's finish this up. Go. There is the live community poll on the YouTube where you can go and put your votes in. The like I said, for me, the whole Rock segment kind of like made everything a little odd. Like, I felt like the rest of the show kind of flowed weird. My gosh, there was 40,000 people in here. There's officially almost 45,000 people waiting on a press conference for what is going on with The Rock. I mean, I really hope we get a heel version coming up of Cody. I think this could be really setting that up for us. There's always the possibility that Cody could join him. Jared, unfortunately, right now there is no audio because there's nothing currently happening. Get kick. What? Get kick. Keep kick out. See if there's anything on. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Press conference has officially begun.
Forever. Together.
You are looking at New Orleans, Louisiana, where we have just concluded a headline-grabbing episode
of Friday Night SmackDown inside the Smoothie King Center. Notably so, because we learned that it will be the city of New Orleans that will host WrestleMania 42 in 2026. Good evening, everyone. My name is Byron Saxon, welcoming all of you to the post-event press conference. Of course, we appreciate all of you who are joining us on our various digital platforms. Now, before we introduce our guests, I'd like to say hello to our media members who are here this evening. If you do have a question for our guests, all you have to do is raise your hand, state your name, and the media outlet that you're affiliated with. With that said, I'd like to introduce the man who created quite the buzz tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. He is TKO Board Director, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
I think this is the main one.
Nervous too? Okay, you're awake now. Good. He's like, no, we're awake. We're awake. All right, thanks, guys, for joining us. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, shall we? Hey, Brian. Byron.
Whatever you want to call me, it works.
It'll work, yeah. All right, Joe, that's enough.
All right, first question. We will start off in the back row.
New Orleans. Huge announcement tonight for the city of New Orleans, state, region. Can you talk about some of the factors that kind of led you to want to come back to this city for the third time?
I can, yeah, I'd like to. So New Orleans for us as a company and as a brand, as WWE, has always been an amazing city. I mean, dating back from when I had the privilege of lacing up the boots and running around and raising an eyebrow and dropping people's elbows on some fools around here. But New Orleans has always been an amazing city, big wrestling city, big wrestling town. I'll take it back even further from when I was in the business. I grew up in the business of professional wrestling. My dad, my grandfather, my uncles, my cousins, my grandmother. The history goes way back. But here in New Orleans was always very, very special. It was always a big wrestling city in the 70s and certainly in the 80s, especially in the early 80s. Junkyard Dog, guys like that, like they, Michael Hayes, the Freebirds. There was a lot that happened here in the city of New Orleans. So as we look as a company on, as we start to look at geographically, where's a great destination point to bring fans, and where can we hold a 2-day event that's WrestleMania that can be robust and also not only bring a lot of dollars and jobs and opportunities to the city, but also a great city that's been so good to us over the years. So the decision was a fairly easy decision once we did the diligence, and I was happy, man, to go out there tonight and make that big announcement. And you saw, as you felt with that crowd, they were ready and they were excited, and it's really going to be hyped. And also, too, coming off the Super Bowl, and I think the success of the Super Bowl here in New Orleans, and on top of all that, I think to be able to overcome what the city's had to overcome too as well with the stuff that's happened. Tonight was a special night.
I think he's talking about what happened
First row,
at the
right-hand
start of
side.
the year.
Hey, I'm Larry Evers from New Orleans Company. What inspired you to use the entrance music you did tonight?
Yeah, so, I've always been a big fan of Lil Wayne. I've always been a big fan of Louisiana hip-hop from, Master P and Juvie and Birdman and 504, like all of those guys. So those are my guys. I feel like I came up in Miami and in South Florida where we were Uncle Luke. And so, my influence in hip-hop is through, oh, thank you. Just like that. Here comes the tequila. Thank you very much. Put this down. Thank you, Erica. So those were my influences, and I love all those guys. And I felt like we're coming to New Orleans. I got a big announcement. I'm bringing WrestleMania. We are bringing WrestleMania to New Orleans. And for years before I would go out and wrestle in these matches, whether here in New Orleans or around the world throughout the United States, I was always listening to all those guys. So I figured now we're going to go out. Let's take a moment. I wanted to give love and respect to the OGs. And this is Lil Wayne City. And I love Kendrick. That's my guy. I love the NFL. And I love the Super Bowl. I loved his performance. So
it was my way of just showing love to the OG of New Orleans, and that's Lil Wayne.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I appreciate him. And by the way, that the block is hot. Like I wanted that one.
It was perfect.
It's good, right?
I didn't catch that.
Left side, second row.
Jonah Gilmore with WDSU, the local NBC affiliate. I know Raw is now streaming on Netflix. Can you talk a little bit about the WWE's partnership with Netflix and how that's going right now?
I think it's going great. I think, as you guys know, we signed a 10-year, 10-year contract, an agreement with Netflix. I think it's been going great. I think the opportunity for WWE to grow and expand in many households all around the world. WWE was always a global brand, but this just allows us to take this aperture and really stretch it out nicely.
I realized it was
and reach a
10
lot of
years.
homes where we otherwise weren't in. I love those guys over at Netflix. I have a long-standing relationship with them too as well, with the films that I've made over the years. So I think the relationship has been great. I think the deliverables have been great. I think with something like this, with WWE and Netflix, it was a big announcement, and we were able to
it was a big
converge our announcements where I became a member of the board, and also we announced the 10-year deal with Netflix too as well. It was a nice announcement. It was a big announcement at the beginning of last year. So I think the product has been great. Fans have been happy, and I think we just continue to build week over week. It's been good.
Rico Andre with WBOK Radio. So tonight you had a big proposal for Cody Rhodes. What does this mean for you and him as past rivals and our respected peers?
With Cody, I love that. I got to tell you, for those of you guys who don't know, I grew up in the world of pro wrestling. My dad, my grandfather, and to be able to come back in this way as the final boss and to be able to get in the final boss's skin and be able to become that in this venue here in New Orleans, and really I think take the audience on a fun experience and ride where I'm singing, I'm dropping the announcement of WrestleMania, here we come 2026, I'm singing, oh, when the Saints go marching in, then I'm telling you can't sing with me. The final boss will finish singing, and then bring Cody Rhodes out and offer him this big ideology of, you are our champion and you're amazing, but I want so much more for you. And at the end, the final boss says, I want your soul. And I think what that does in this wild, crazy world of pro wrestling is that, to me, it just becomes something that's unpredictable. So in the world of pro wrestling, as we all know, like everything will culminate to a match. Like whatever happens, it will end up in the ring. What I really love about this rare air space that we've gotten to with the character of the final boss is like this white whale unicorn, in that with final boss and Cody Rhodes, it's not about the WWE title, it's not about having a match, it's not about punching or kicking or bleeding or any of that is so part of our world. It never has to culminate to a match. That's a really special place to be, I think, like creatively, and when you just think character-wise and how much fun you can have.
So it doesn't have to end in a
I grew up in the
match.
business, so as did Cody. His dad and my dad were friends. They're no longer with us. But I think to be able to have a storyline and two characters who are very popular, to never have to get in the ring for a match, but yet still hold this really unique, compelling, off-putting, and it's kind of weird, and he wants his soul. What does that mean? I love it, and I loved every moment of it, and Cody did too as well. We had a few tequilas after tonight.
Right inside.
Okay. Still very confused.
Hey, Rock, how
on
you
where
doing? This
it's
is
going.
Devin with Hold the Mayo.
Good to see you, man.
So I have two questions, so I'm just going to merge them into one somehow. Let's say you have the ultimate cheat day for food.
Yeah.
Okay? And you're in New Orleans. What are 3 foods that you got to eat on your ultimate cheat day in New Orleans? And then somehow I'm going to pair this with who are your 3 favorite artists.
You sound like you're deep from Louisiana.
From the deep south, yeah.
I hear that, man.
Yeah, I'm from St. Bernard Parish.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Down in Miami, we had a lot of boys out of Miami, man, out of a parish, Monroe, a lot of places. Yeah, and my coach was
You know, yeah.
Well, I'm thinking in my head, Coach DeZormo, or I'm thinking of St. Bernard coaches right now.
Well, my coach at Miami was Coach Ogeron.
Coach O,
Yes.
That's
Ed Ogeron, yes.
Yeah, LaFouche, that's the Bayou. We love that.
We all were crazy.
We trust that.
Yes,
If
I
you're
love
not
that too.
we don't trust it.
Let me tell you about something about Coach O. So you guys who know Coach O, he was my coach down at University of Miami, and at that time we were balling. We had myself. I'm sorry, let me not put myself in the class of these guys. We had Ray Lewis, Warren Sapp. We had the best defense, and Coach O was our coach. And I didn't understand it then, but I understand it much later, just how many great lessons he actually taught me. And I love that guy, and I really appreciate it. Yeah, he's great. What was your question? Beignets.
It's a different question.
Yes, for sure. As a matter of fact, I have to pick up a bunch for my little girl. She's 9. She's like, bring me back beignets. I would say that. I would say crawfish, man. Yes.
Today.
Yes, you did.
I'm fueled up on crawfish.
Come on, man. Pinch the tail, suck the head. That's my jam.
People drink energy.
That's my jam. I got to go with rice, too, as well.
Red beans and rice?
I do that.
I love that.
Yes.
That was great. And then the 3 artists, musical artists.
Out of
any type of whether rap, just from Louisiana.
From Louisiana.
From New Orleans.
I'll go Lil Wayne. I'll go Juvie for sure. And I got to go with the guy who I feel started it all, and I might be wrong, is Master P. Like selling everything out of his trunk and the way he, yes, for sure.
Love that, Rock. Thank you.
Yeah, Coach O.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man. Did you bring me beignets?
I can go get them right now.
That's my guy.
Don't take long.
Left side, back corner.
Hi, Jacob from Fox 8, New Orleans. What does it mean to bring this type of event to the people of New Orleans and bring it to the Superdome? Because that's a big deal.
It's a big deal, man. It's amazing. It's awesome. I get lucky. I feel like, in our world of WWE and just in sports entertainment, we get a chance to go around the world and present shows and deliver shows. But I think to be able to come back to New Orleans, and it just personally for me, New Orleans, the city of New Orleans, has meant so much. I cut my teeth.
I wonder if we're gonna have
as
any.
I was coming up, even before
if Triple H is gonna come out,
as Rocky Maivia,
or if it's just
throughout
The Rock.
Louisiana, even when I was wrestling as Rocky Maivia, well before. Flex Kavana, like well before that. So it means a lot to us to come back here to the city of New Orleans and just bring something the size and the magnitude of a WrestleMania, a big 2-day event. And I think what's also great is that if we can create and deliver something, I think that's unpredictable. Like, that's really what I'm about. Because in the world, I think, of pro wrestling, again, when you have this idea that everything has to culminate to a match, and I get it, and that's our world. But if we can start to shift where potentially some things, I'm not saying it's the main event, but some things on the card don't have to culminate to a match. I think it lends itself to being something more intriguing too as well. And I love Louisiana. I've wrestled all throughout this state, and I got a lot of great memories. A lot of them I could share
So
with
is that
you.
what this
A lot I
Cody
shouldn't,
thing is?
'cause
It's
I got
not
in
going to
trouble
end in a
'cause
match.
I'm
It's
married,
going to be
but that's another
something.
story.
Something
We have time for
different.
one last question.
Well, this guy's been really great, and we should end on a lady too as well, because chivalry lives. So let's go too.
Last 2 questions. We'll start here in the front row.
Thank you. Mike with Hayride Media. My question is this. Will there be any televised WWE programming in New Orleans in the build-up to WrestleMania 42? And secondly, what role did the massive investment in improving the Superdome have in the WWE wanting to come back and doing another WrestleMania in New Orleans?
It's a great question. So, yeah, I would anticipate there'll be some great programming, some ancillary programming from a Smackdown to a Raw that we'll be doing here in New Orleans. And that's the fun part about WrestleMania is the build-up, is WrestleMania season.
Beautifully, I can see that, yeah.
New Orleans and the hype of New Orleans and the energy of the fans, I think it's all going to play a part. We were, and I'll share this with you, we were going to be part of the Super Bowl and make the announcement at the Super Bowl that we were coming here to New Orleans. We had a couple of hiccups that we couldn't make that happen, but in any event, we're here now. And the improvements made to the Dome played a great factor into what we're doing. Because if you think about it, from a production standpoint, there's a lot of stuff that we need.
you got to make sure that the building,
Listen,
the dome, whatever the
I don't
dome
even know
is,
if I could ask a
is
good
equipped
question
and is production
on the
friendly.
fly.
All these details, which I'm sure you guys know, but that dome has been around for some time, and
Yeah,
it's
if you want to
very,
put me
very
in
special.
there with
And so,
the likes
yeah,
of
it played a
Con
part
Man
into it.
and all
But also,
that, by God,
the truth
we'll
is,
get
it
some
was a very
questions
easy
asked.
yes for us to come in here to New Orleans, and I can't wait. Yes.
And our final question will go to.
I thought it should be a ladies.
We need a lady.
But we should get you too, my man. Yes. You want to go now and then we'll end with a lady?
Trevor Ritchie, independent. Obviously, the road to WrestleMania is one that can make dreams for many. It also delays and breaks them for others. I was wondering if there's a point if there's something you can point to in your career that was a moment that may have broke your spirit, and how you overcame it led you to not only grow into the position that you're in now with the company, but also, of course, the final boss.
What's your name? Trevor, thank you, man, for that question. It's a great question. So I'm very lucky to be able to sit where I sit now, and I got a lot of stuff, good stuff going on. I'm a blessed man. I'm a girl dad 3 times over, all girls, all estrogen in my house. So I need another drink. It's all estrogen. I'm the only testosterone in the house, and I love it. But
the only testosterone.
so my first WrestleMania was WrestleMania 13, and it was in Chicago. And so imagine this. I'm a rookie at that time. My name is Rocky Maivia. Vince McMahon at that time decides to make me the Intercontinental Champion. And back then, in 1997,
yes,
there were only 2 really major titles in WWE that you could win. WWE Heavyweight title and the Intercontinental title. And if you won the Intercontinental title, you had potential to go on and become WWE Champion. I was a rookie. They believed in me, and I really appreciate that. Vince put the Intercontinental title on me. I always like to differentiate that. It's always very important to me, as opposed to say, hey, I beat somebody for the title. In our world, they're nice enough to let me beat them. So I became champion, Intercontinental champion. I go into WrestleMania in Chicago at the Horizon at that time, and it was sold out, and I was the Intercontinental champion. And that entire arena booed me.
Yeah.
They were chanting Rocky sucks.
That sure was.
It was very hard. I was just a kid, but also I was what's called a baby face in wrestling vernacular. You're a good guy. You're not supposed to get booed. That place, they
booed the shit out
night.
of me, is what he said.
So much so, I remember being on the mat, and the guy I was wrestling was called the Sultan. He's actually a family member of mine. He's my cousin, Rikishi. And I remember him holding me, like in this wrestling move, and he goes, don't worry about it. Don't listen to him. It's okay. Meanwhile, there's 15,000 people chanting, Rocky sucks. It's like, man.
Yeah,
so
I remember
then,
that. I wasn't born for that. I remember
that
watching
was a
that
big
match.
turning point for me, and that was in March of 1997. And you think, and a year earlier, I just got cut from the CFL, the Canadian Football League. I had no money. I had $7. And now I'm champion, and everything is supposed to be amazing, and I was getting booed out of the building.
What's up,
And
Janae?
then that was at WrestleMania. That was my WrestleMania moment. And after that night, I had a meeting with Vince. He said, things aren't working out. I'm going to take the title off you. A week later, I got hurt. I tore a ligament in my knee. He said, you got to go home. And I went home for the rest of the summer, and I didn't know what I was going to do. And in that summer, I thought, man, I've got really no money, and I'm getting booed out of the building. I went to WrestleMania. I don't know what to do. Maybe at that time I thought maybe I should consider a career in MMA. And at that time there was a company called Pride. Thank you. Yes, at that time in Japan, and they were making a lot of money. And I thought maybe
Pride was wild.
I should do that. I hate getting punched in the face. I don't like it, but
Pride was
maybe
crazy.
because I don't think wrestling is going to work out for me. And I'm wrestling 225 dates a year, and I'm making $150,000. That was my guarantee. You guys do the math of what that is every match after you pay Uncle Sam. And I thought, maybe, and I knew a lot of MMA guys at that time, Mark Kerr, Mark Coleman, and I thought maybe I should do that. And I was at my low. I was in a little bit of a depressive state. And I get a call from Vince McMahon at the end of the summer in October of '97. He said, I'm going to bring you back,
and I'm going to turn you heel. I said, okay. He said, I'm going to put you with a group called The Nation. And at that time, in our crazy world of pro wrestling, Nation and Domination
Roman
was
is
just black
becoming a
militant group.
non-factor at the moment.
He goes, I'm going to put you with the Nation, and you're going to be heel. And I said, okay. And I said, I got one question. Vince said, yeah. I said, if I come back and I turn heel, which I love, thank you, can I have 2 minutes on the mic? First I said, can I have 5 minutes on the microphone?
Can I get
And at that
just
time,
a
we
few
had a
minutes on the
2-hour
mic?
show, 5 minutes. He goes, no, you can't have 5 minutes on the microphone. I'll give you 2 minutes. And why do you want it? I said, I just want to express myself if I'm going to turn heel. He goes, you got it, 2 minutes. I grabbed the microphone that night. When I came back, I turned heel. I grabbed the microphone. And since then, it's become a fairly popular interview. I said, me joining in the Nation is not a white thing. It's not a black thing. It's a respect thing. And at that time, I was so driven to prove, like, I'm a lot of things, but sucks isn't one of them. And after that night, probably about a month later, I became probably the hottest bad guy in the company, and things really took off from there. But it was because of WrestleMania. So WrestleMania, and thank you for this question. So WrestleMania is coming here to New Orleans next year. It's the place where dreams are made. But what I realized at that time, for me, what I experienced, my first WrestleMania is a place where dreams are buried and where they're broken. And my WrestleMania dream was broken at that time. So I'll never forget that. And I also think for anyone out there who's listening, whether you like wrestling or not, wherever you're at in your life or your world, it's so important, it's much easier said than done, to be real and be authentic. And it's the easiest thing to say, it's very hard to do. But what happens is when you're authentic and you're clear about something, then I feel like sometimes the world and the universe conspires for you and will meet you halfway. So I take all that and I say, let's come here back to New Orleans in 2026 and have a great WrestleMania. And I'm not going to get booed.
I'm not going to get booed.
But it's good.
Our closeout question all the way in the back.
Hi, Rock.
Hi.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you too. So, with regards to future plans, who are the core partners in WWE that you consult with?
My core partners as individuals? Sure. Well, that will be Nick Khan, and that will be Paul Triple H as well. And, you know, with those two guys in particular, you know, wrestling is, I think, an interesting business to be in, because while it's a big business, I also feel like you gotta love it. If you're these C-suite executives, you have to love the business. And that's what Triple H loves, this business. I've known him for a long time.
Triple H does.
We've done a lot of fun stuff together, a lot of crazy stuff. He's doing a great job, and I talk with him often. We're very close. What I like about Triple H is that he'll present me with something, I'll like it, then we'll chop it up, we'll talk about it, and I'll present him something else. But ultimately, what I love about Paul, but by the way, it's always been this way with Paul, even back when we were wrestling every night together on the road, is that, hey, let's do something that's never been done. Let's do something that's unpredictable. Let's do something that's bold. So regarding tonight with the final boss and coming to Cody Rhodes and saying, I want to make you bigger than The Rock, and I want to provide you, I want to make all your dreams come true, and your babies' legacy, I want to make all of them come true. Audacious and bold and disruptive. I could tell Paul, like, and he'll say,
God.
Yeah, great. Let's go for it. And I love that about him, and that's the bond that we have. Nick is the same way. By the way, Ari Emanuel, who's my very close business partner, who's the owner, feels the same way too as well. So, and you, Kasama, I consult with you. You're welcome.
Dwayne, thank you so much for taking some time and fielding some questions here tonight.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. All right, it's good to see you. Beignets. All right.
So is that the only person we get?
Thank you very much.
Well, that does it for our WWE post-event press conference. Thank you to our media. Thank you to all of you for joining us. And we'll see you this Monday night in Cincinnati, Ohio for Monday Night Raw.
Okay, so that was all there was. Little I got hardly no answers on what I wanted to know. Not sure about y'all. Like I said, I wanted to know what the hell we meant by taking a soul. But hey, you know what? We'll find that out in a week at Elimination Chamber. For anyone that is joining us, like I said, across various platforms, you are more than welcome to hang out with us every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, every PLE and pay per view from any company, because we will be here live. Of course, if you're on the TikTok side, follow the links where you can hang out with us. Um, really not sure what to think of that press conference. We really didn't get a lot of information like I wanted to. But yet again, I didn't expect that much. I'm just gonna be honest. The Rock, he normally does not give away a lot of the secrets that's going on, but I think it still gave us a good idea of what we're looking at. But with all that being said, I want to thank absolutely every single one of you that has hung out with us tonight. We will be back more than likely tomorrow evening. We will be here for AEW Collision. More than likely, like I said, I will keep y'all updated on that throughout the day. If we are not here for Collision, we may have our Elimination Chamber WWE 2K24 preview out. That's where we let the game go through the matches and decide the winner of the matches. So that's interesting. And then, of course, next week we will have our prediction video out as well. So be on the lookout for that. And then, like I said, in 2 weeks from today, we get early access to WWE 2K25. And we will be running through the showcase, running through some Maras. And then, of course, we will be working on the Kraken universe. More things to come onto that, to how to get a in-game character moving forwards. That being said, I want to thank absolutely everybody that has hung out with us tonight. Was as always, if you see someone in public, make sure you give them a smile, because it can change the day, can save their life. You never know what someone's going through. Just a smile can help. Till next time, Kraken Wrestling's over and out.